Hi, I'm Alex,
And I'm Nick,
and this is the Gone Fishing Podcast.
the #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
Enjoy.
How's it going? It's been a minute.
Shut up, Alex.
Okay.
I don't know if the audio records
Oh,
while it's...
going.
Yeah. I don't-
So how you doing? Haven't seen you in a minute.
I know.
Been a week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. RSV. Got the baby, so.
Dude, before doing this podcast, there would be like months,
Months,
that would go
years.
by without seeing
yeah.
each other.
Yeah, 6 months. Well, football season. You go the whole
That's
off
true.
season.
That is... Yeah, we probably maybe would have hung out like once,
Once.
twice.
Maybe the pool over the
This
summer.
This is just like a good
Rhythm.
rhythm, good
That's
excuse.
what guys should do.
I agree.
Any dad out there,
Yeah.
any dude working,
Like any sort of...
have time for your bros. Make time.
Yeah. It's sad that I keep calling it like an excuse.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
a
don't know,
pretty
it
damn
just-
good excuse.
it's a damn good excuse.
Great show.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Yeah, it is. It's great. I mean, based on what the people are saying.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm just glad this idea didn't stay in the idea phase because I'm loving it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Could you believe that?
If
If
we
we would have
just
just leave it in the idea
if
phase?
we just shelved it,
Yeah.
where would we be now?
I think we instinctively know what ideas should be in the idea phase. Because we had other names.
We had
We
plenty
had other
of names,
ideas.
And yeah.
What were like the backpack dads or something? The diaper dads?
Diaper bag dads.
Diaper bag dads?
Sounds like bad dad.
Bag dads.
Yeah. Iraq.
That could have been cool too.
We could make a bagging clothing line or just bags that are manly for dudes.
Yeah.
Diaper bad dags. And it's like a picture of Iraq or something. Got the Iraq flag on it.
And the bombs are shaped like diapers.
Yeah.
Like rolled up
Yeah.
diapers.
The diapers have, the mother of all bombs, where they called it.
I love it.
When Trump hit that guy. What was his name? He died like a dog.
Salam Hussein.
Salami. Yeah.
He died like a dog.
No, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Diaper bad dags.
Diaper bag dads. Diaper bag. Say that 10 times fast.
I said it wrong
Diaper
already just
bag
once.
dad. DBD.
DBD. Get your diaper bag here today.
Right?
For men only.
The funny thing is, we're not the ones changing the diapers.
I am.
Are you?
I changed the worst one. It felt like Iraq just got hit with a nuke. Just shit.
I feel like
Wet.
I feel like when I do get them, I do get the really bad
Yeah,
ones.
Sarah's like, oh, that's your time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
You know when they're working on it too.
Oh, yeah.
Does he hide?
Yeah, or he just freezes, depending on where he's at. We look over the couch. He's just sitting there, like full on
You just know.
squat mode.
You just know. And there's no privacy either.
No, and he's just like red face. He's like, because he's getting mad. Like, why are you getting mad at me, bro? Want to
Yeah.
fight? I'll teach you a thing or two.
Does he get weird? Like Milana doesn't like when you go near her when she's pooping.
No.
Like we were in the mall yesterday,
No.
and we were in a clothing store, and she was hiding. She literally went in the rack,
Yeah, it's cool.
and I was like, "What are you doing in there?" She goes, "No, go away." I was like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm pooping."
Oh, it's-
I'm like, "Okay."
It's okay. Just don't tell the world.
She's just in there like,
It's a good spot to poop.
yeah,
I like being in privacy. I don't like pooping in multiple stalled bathrooms.
yeah.
Because I want peace. I don't want... It might be... Yeah, I'm probably just like her. I'm just like your daughter with my poop.
Like theoretically, you would hide in a pile, like some clothes.
Yeah,
or
I always...
something.
Like, at my work, we have the men's room, the women's room, and then the handicap bathroom. One shitter.
Yeah.
I'm always going there to poop. And people know.
I don't blame you. Do you have
Everyone-
anybody?
It's like we're in an open office concept, so everyone can see everything.
Oh,
And the one bathroom you can see people going into is a handicap one. So everyone knows.
you know what's happening.
Dropping a dookie. Just
Is
like at
it-
your shop, right? Like...
Are there any handicapped people at your job? Like that
permanently
they absolutely need that stall?
No.
That's the best.
No.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That
And
was
if there was someone that needed it in my office, like
they'd
a
probably
wheelchair,
go in yours.
I probably would still use it. I would probably still park in their parking spot, backed in at an angle.
right.
Someone parks close to my 2015, car.
Right.
Pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah. That was like going off yesterday on at Grease Ridge Mall. They used to have like a family bathroom.
Yep. Now it's just
They got rid of it.
neutral.
She's like, oh, it's probably because people were going in there that didn't have families, and every time you go in there, it smells like shit. Like it's probably for some people, it's like a comfortability thing. That's where I would go. Spacious.
Yeah.
The
worst place to shit, not like cleanliness wise, just busy.
Yeah.
Foot traffic, is at the New York State Thruway rest stops. Like where the food plate, like we have the food and those.
Yeah.
There's just like 20 stalls and 20 urinals.
Yeah.
And no matter how far apart you get from the next guy, there's some other dude that comes right next to you, urinal, stall, I don't care. And you're shitting together.
Yeah.
And it's an experience. He'll put his toe over. He's got like sandals because he's a
kinda
trucker.
like-
Yeah,
just
he'll
like
put his toe
touching
over
your
and just
toe,
like
you're
rub it.
Making eye contact with you.
Be okay.
Just push it.
Yeah.
Just push it.
When I was in prison, I just pushed.
I think I was talking with someone the other day about the new Bills stadium.
Yeah.
And
the
my-
one the taxpayers are paying for, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Bullshit.
I was like, do you think they're gonna do the trough for the toilet?
yeah.
And I was like, I really hope they don't because
This could be like a circle trough, but
do you think so? A circle trough.
so I could see
a piss off.
Penis.
A piss off. That's a good idea.
Yeah, my strip club, they'll probably have one like that.
But it makes sense because it makes
Just imagining it.
like a bunch of dudes. Just
Dudes
like
at a
pissing-
strip club, they're like halfway hard and just
Just
pissing
pissing.
for each other.
Probably hitting the ceiling, to be honest with you.
No, just a little like, stiffy. Nothing fully wrecked.
Yeah, because by the time they get to the bathroom.
Yeah, you're not really getting fully wrecked at a strip club, right? I've never been to one.
No, you are.
Okay.
If you get a lap dance.
If you're a dude. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They know what they're doing.
yeah.
Okay.
I've gotten a few lap dances, and it was like, it's awkward every
I
time.
remember, I'm not going to say names. We're all over the place. We're all over the place today. But this one friend of ours, they went to like a group trip down to Florida. Went to a strip club. And this one guy got a lap dance. And he jizzed in his pants.
Okay.
And this guy didn't ask for a lap dance and didn't ask for the happy ending. Security came over, walked him to the ATM so he could pay the stripper for the happy ending lap dance.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. He had jizz in his pants. Big stain. I wasn't there, but this is how the story goes. The legend.
Jesus.
Could you imagine? In a strip club full of dudes.
Yeah.
You're just jizzing your pants. It's probably soaking through. Wow. And you're getting walked by the security guard to the ATM.
How much jizz
like
do people
$200.
have? Jesus.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's going to be a stain, for sure. Like a
yeah,
wet.
but like what? Like
So you pissed your pants, but not that bad. But like enough to know it's a cum stain, not a piss stain.
that's a big old. That's a lot.
Really? You don't cum a lot?
I mean,
What's the
but
average amount?
I don't come a lot, but I do come often.
I bet you do.
No, I mean it definitely varies. It varies for sure, but sometimes it's like, sometimes it might seem like it's a lot, and then you look down
okay.
and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ!
It's perfect time for a sponsor, Hims.
It's like a teaspoon.
Get your Blue Chew today.
Yeah, get your Hims.
Get your Blue Chew.
I noticed. I think you could agree to this, but I noticed that when you edge, you get more.
Yeah.
Like anytime you
But
hold off or foreplay, anytime you do foreplay with the old wifey, you get more.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, a bigger bang for your buck.
I wonder why. More stimulated, so there's more of a orgasm.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a good topic.
Right?
Yeah.
I just had this random thought come to mind.
Let's
It
keep
kind of goes
going.
kind of goes with this, but the last time, maybe like over a month ago, you said you had a doctor's appointment, right?
Yes.
And you said you were gonna ask your doctor about Adderall.
I didn't. I was scared.
You were scared.
Because I was always talking about the sleep problem. So I didn't want to bring up the Adderall
Yeah.
and testosterone. All three trifecta. Sleep,
Bang 'em.
test.
I've been thinking a lot, Doc. I've been thinking about sleeping. I've been thinking about focusing.
Focusing and getting jacked
Getting jacked.
and losing more hair.
They're gonna be like, "Is everything at home good? Is everything okay, Alex?
That's great.
Have you thought about killing yourself?"
When?
Are you suicidal? Like right now?
Like right now? Yeah.
I mean, before I walked in, I thought
probably have
about it.
about the normal amount of thoughts.
Yeah,
Well, the
about-
normal amount's 0.
It's not true.
Oh, shit.
It's not true. I talked to a 4-year-old the other day.
They talked about it?
Fuck yeah, dude. That kid
How?
is out. That kid is out to lunch.
Jeez.
No.
No?
Yeah, but I wanted to warn you about Adderall.
Why?
A lot of those drugs, including the one that I'm on, which is not
amphetamine.
Adderall.
Yeah.
Well, what's that?
It's amphetamine.
No, you may
It's like meth.
find it hard to get an erection.
I don't need to worry about that anymore. We haven't. Nah. Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Well, I still want to get erections, I guess. Yeah. But I'll just do Blue Chew. Cancel it out.
Yeah.
That's why I go to my doctor. Hey, I need Blue Chew. I need 4 things: sleep, Blue Chew, testosterone, and Adderall or Ritalin.
And I know that Adderall comes with some side effects that I may not be a big fan of. So I'm going to need that Blue Chew or I'm going to need that Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Chew's cheaper, so Blue Chew.
But I noticed as I went up in dosage with the medicine I'm
Yeah.
on that that's a thing.
Is it helping? Is it for like paying attention?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I try one?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
allegedly.
I tapered down because I started out with 18 milligrams, which was cool. And the doctor was like, "How's it going?" I'm like,
I'm at
"Oh,
4.
I'm like, it's going good, but I do feel like it kind of tapered off a little bit." He's like, "Oh, let's put you on 25." I'm like, "All right, let's go on 25."
It's 226.
And then the next time he ramped me up to 40, and I was like, "I don't like where this is going." And I mean, eventually I'd like to get off of it, so I've tapered myself down from 40 to 25 to 18. So I'm taking the lowest
Amount.
amount I could take, and I'm fine.
Is that by choice, or the doctor say, "Hey, let's lower this"?
It was by choice.
Cool. Good. I'm glad you have
Because-
enough awareness to.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't like being dependent on drugs,
No,
but
no one
if-
does.
they're helpful, you know.
Can be.
Plus, I need a good solid week of not working to actually get to quit the drugs because there's side effects that
Holy shit.
you can't work.
Wow.
You get all dizzy and shit.
Oh, okay, I'm not doing that.
I mean, Adderall might be different, but the
No.
medication that I'm taking
Because I'm
taking is
sure
different.
everything's gonna have a come down.
Yeah, but Adderall is like a stimulant, so that might be different. Mine's not a stimulant. Mine's like a what's the opposite of an inhibitor?
Dehibitor. Dehumidifier. I don't know.
Anyways, it's not
A
an
come down?
inhibitor.
A downer?
It's an activator.
Activator.
It activates
Dopamine?
the production of something in my brain that helps me focus.
Wow.
So,
Are you on it now?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
focus.
But these also help too.
Yeah, for
These
sure.
are-
Like I get in the zone. I put one in at work. I'm in the zone.
You're in the what?
The zone.
AutoZone.
Get in the
Which
zone.
brings up our next sponsor.
AutoZone.
Sponsored by AutoZone. Do you need parts for your car?
No, I'm buying a new one.
Do you need solid mechanical advice for your vehicle? Go to
from a
AutoZone.
18-year-old.
Go to AutoZone.
Yeah.
Because they know. They do know. Ask them about your oil filter and why it's leaking.
I always go when
It's
I
a
go to
Ford.
AutoZone. There's a female cashier. I always
Yeah.
go to them because I don't feel like, hey, I don't want to talk about. I don't need your help.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I just go.
That's
whoever's
nice
the
of
first
you.
available. But
That's very nice of you, though,
Yeah.
to do that.
yeah, I trust them.
So why don't you tell the people where you are with this? We've gone back and forth about you buying this new vehicle. Let's go. Let's tell the people where you're at.
So I took your advice and I went just to see.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, I think you said, well, have you ever test drove one? I'm like, no, because then I'm going to want one.
Yeah.
And I did just that. I took your advice,
Yeah.
test drive it, right? And now I want one very badly. That's all I think. It's all, my whole weekend has been researching, dealing with this,
At least you're doing research.
working deals.
At least you're doing research.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what helped me get this deal that I haven't signed for, but
Yeah, that's like the diarrhea deal.
yeah, it just keeps shitting.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. So I went yesterday. I looked first at a 2019 Dodge Ram 2500.
Yeah. Do they even they don't call them Dodge Rams anymore?
Oh yeah, sorry, Ram. It's
That's-
Ram now. Ram
yeah.
2500.
We know it's a
Cummins.
Who is it? Just like someone else making it, or is it they just split the companies?
I think they just split the companies, made Ram their own brand off of Fiat. Because Fiat owns, well, Stellantis owns Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. and Fiat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Stellantis.
Wow.
Just like GM owns Chevy, Buick,
Pontiac.
Cadillac. Well, not Pontiac anymore because they're gone.
They're coming
Recipe.
back.
I wish.
Coming back with a electric model.
Electric model? Fuck no.
Yeah.
No, never. Can't do
So
it. So yeah, I went, first looked at it 2019. I meet the salesman. He's probably got to be, he probably just graduated high school or might still be in high school working part-time because he looks super young.
doesn't even drive a car.
I know. And we go through, they give me what my trade's worth. I'm like, it's a little low.
Yeah.
That's all we can give you. That's what like KBB shows. So I go, well, so you give me KBB for my car. Why can't you give me KBB for the truck? Because the truck's a little higher than the KBB market price. And like, just, with like
COVID.
Tariffs and everything else that's going on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's just the market value. I'm like, dude, I have 3 other trucks. I had a little notebook, all my notes. I got 3 other trucks here. One this here, one here, one here. 3 years newer, and they're less. I just don't want to do the drive-in part yet. I didn't tell him that. He's like, okay, let me talk to my manager. He comes down. He's like, we can try to making a deal, but I need to know you're going to, if you're serious and this is the truck you want. We don't want to waste time, blah, blah, blah. I want to know that you're going to be buying today if we can come to a deal. So I tell him, okay, I'm going to leave and try some other places first.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Because you weren't really ready to buy.
I could have.
Or if they gave you the price that you were.
Yeah, if it was the $38,000,
Yeah.
$8,000 for my trade, I would have been happy and a little cash down.
Yeah.
So I left. We went home, went to this other dealership on the east side of town, and same thing, right? Go test drive it. Yeah, it's nice. But they kind of talked me out of buying it without knowing that's what they're doing.
They do that sometimes. What exactly did they say to do that?
Well, what he said was, so here's the breakdown of the vehicle and the pricing, but I don't know if we can secure a month or loan for 72 months because of the age. It's a little old. It's 9 years old. Because this is a different year I'm looking at.
Which is fair.
Yeah. So
it's hard to get loans for older cars.
Then all of a sudden I thought in my head, I'm like, he's right. I'm trading in for a vehicle that's 1 year newer
than what you have.
than what I have.
Yeah.
And basically it's the same thing except for it's a truck. It's got the same radio controls. It's like sitting in the same vehicle, but you're in a truck. So it looks exactly the same, like the infotainment and everything else.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Why would I go and do that?
Right.
Let's get something new or different. So I'm like, no, you know what? You kind of talked me out of it. I told him. They could see the sales director, right? Sales director in quotations.
Yeah.
And the salesman. And they go, shit. It's like, what if I give you like an extra 1,000 for your trade? Let me go mock up a deal and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm sitting there. He comes back, raises it $1,000 for my trade. And he goes, you know what? Still, I don't think, with the age, I don't know. I kind of want to think about it now. So,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. I'll be right back. And this is after they said they couldn't work on price or anything. Because I said the truck's worth 36 and they're trying to sell it to me for 38. So he comes back. He's giving me $3,000 more for my trade. Because I kept saying I was going to walk away.
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's just the deal or the idea with it. Come with some facts.
Yeah.
I also told him, hey, this truck's been sitting in your lot for a month and a half. You haven't sold it yet. It's going to sit there. No one's going to want a 9-year-old truck for that price.
And you're not really desperate.
No,
You know?
there's no need for a vehicle right
Like
now.
you really.
It's just a want.
They don't know this, but you really want that truck.
Yeah, I don't show that.
But I feel like you can tell in your stomach, your heart, when
It's ready.
when it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you felt that way with
No.
that
No, I
2016.
didn't. No.
But that 2020, that 22.
The 22 I haven't looked at yet.
Yeah.
That's out in Buffalo way. Might be the one. I don't know.
Is that like like West Her?
The
Out in
the first one I went to was West Her, Rochester.
Oh, okay.
This other one is upstate Chevy. And,
Gotcha.
Then I found another one I liked at Mercedes-Benz of Buffalo. That's like a crazy, almost too good to be true price, which I'm kind of... But I looked at the VIN, everything, and everything. It is what it's supposed to be. I'm like, there's no way that's a diesel for that price.
Yeah.
And it is. So I might go look at that. I don't know.
You should.
Yeah. Keep my options open, see what kind of brand. Because I'm not really a brand dependent guy. I'll go.
Yeah.
I had Chevys mostly growing up. That's what my parents had. But recently been more of a Dodge guy. And I would go
Yeah.
Ford.
I don't even know what their price. What do you get for a 250
I
diesel?
haven't looked at a F-250. But probably it's got to be comparable.
Yeah.
The trims and everything the same. It'd probably be comparable. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to go to this other dealership. Same strategy I did at the second one of the day from yesterday. Kind of go in with all my facts.
Bring your
spit
papers.
those before I tried to
Yeah.
negotiate. Give all those facts. Oh, I did comp checks here. Here are the trucks for these prices.
Mm-hmm.
This is the market value of the truck you have here in your lot. I know it's been sitting here for so long.
This is what I'm willing to pay.
And this is the deal I want. I'm going to go lower than what I actually want to pay for it so we can meet middle.
Yeah.
But I want to be at 37. I want my trade to be 8 because I hear they're going to give me 8. So I'll bring that. And then see what goes from there.
And I wonder if you can.
Or not buy one at all and wait another year.
Yeah. Yeah. It depends which thing is the factor. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a deal breaker, but
Yeah.
the APRs are given out these days are not so
Yeah,
great.
they'll also.
Like you're telling me I got like a fucking 800 credit score, and you're telling me the best that they can do is like a 9%.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. What's
Yeah.
the point of having credit?
Yeah. It's a lie. It's all made up
Now let me ask you.
to work in the bank's favor.
Do you? I know I joked about it earlier, but theoretically, what if you pulled money out of if you have a Roth or if you have a 401k?
Yeah. Could do a
And
401k, but Roth you could do. I think.
okay, do you have a Roth?
Yeah, I have a Roth.
Let's say you pulled out of your Roth and financed this truck through your own self, and then you paid yourself back. Would that be a viable option for you?
Could be. But, so you're saying like getting like a 401k loan or a IRA loan or just taking it out and getting the tax implications of a 10% penalty plus whatever tax on it as income because that's taxable income.
It is, but I wonder if there's certain things that you can do with Roth. Like there's certain reasons you can
but
pull money out
vehicle's
for.
not.
It's not
No, it's like hardship or medical or
Hardship.
tornado.
hardship.
Yeah, I need a truck.
I need a truck.
Yeah.
It's really breaking my heart. Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so we'll see. I probably shouldn't do it at all. Got a lot of big things happening this year.
Yeah.
I probably should be stocking money away. You know, building that emergency fund up.
Yeah. I feel like I want to hold you accountable, but I 100% know what it's like to be in
Yeah.
the shoes that you're in right now.
But yeah,
I do,
I
like-
think if I could just wait, it might be the best.
It'd be a good exercise
Yeah.
because you're kind of like me, where when you get something in your mind,
You want it.
you can't fucking stop thinking about it.
And one thing that's helping me, Dave Ramsey's voice. It's like, you're an idiot. You are stupid.
fucking
My dad had names for people like you. That's stupid. He's so harsh on people. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to come down that high, I think.
Are you?
Maybe I shouldn't do it.
I think it's still good to go. I don't even know. I want to say I think it's still good to go check out these other vehicles.
Yeah.
Like maybe you'll spend so much time with the truck that you may feel like, oh, maybe I can wait.
Yeah.
You know, like I really want it, but maybe I can wait.
Yeah.
But
I
you
just-
also may be impulsive too, like me.
Yeah, I'm very impulsive.
Yeah.
But when I test drove that truck, I always thought guys driving those trucks are super cool.
Yeah.
Guess what I felt when I was driving that truck?
Felt fucking.
Fucking cool.
Were you hard the entire time?
I was by myself, so yeah, I whipped it out. Yeah, no,
You just like let it hang out
Yeah.
on your lap
yeah.
there.
You just feel the wind.
Yeah.
You have the window down.
Just me and my wiener
In my Cummins truck.
coming struck.
I don't know,
Yeah. I don't know, man.
because life's short,
It's
right? That's another thing. Life's short.
yeah. It is.
But I also would love to be stocking more money away. If I could take that truck payment, invest it in a money market account, or mutual funds, let it grow a little bit. or put in high yield savings.
I mean, based on the payments you got laid out in front of me right here, that's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe you don't even think about it, and you just take like whatever the highest payment is. What's that say? 524.
Yeah. Well, the highest, no, 562.
But you'd be putting. I mean, theoretically, if you did this, you'd be putting money down.
Yeah, I'll be running down on top of my trade.
Via your trade.
And on top of my trade, too. I'm going to put money
and
down.
on top
yeah,
of it.
Not much, but.
Okay, so you know you're.
I'll love to be here.
So
This is my idea.
So let's say you start contributing between 514 and
do a high yields.
524. Yeah, put in a high yield, or just start putting that money away.
Yeah, put in a money market.
And if you still feel like you can do it after that,
yeah, good idea.
You know
I know
what I
I
mean?
can do it.
Yeah.
So I was doing the Durango, that was 300, and we're saving X amount, right? So paying 500,
Yeah.
I still can save an X amount, but I
that's
won't be truck poor.
that's what makes it hard too. Is when you look at it and you're like, I can have this, but I can also hit my financial goals.
Yeah.
But then you're like,
I can hit it a lot quicker.
I could raise my financial contribution.
Yeah, if
My
I raise
retirement
my financial
contribution.
contribution to like a high yields,
Yeah.
and it gets enough money in there, you can kind of take that interest it's making monthly and put that into a truck payment.
Oh, that's kind of a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like my 401k the other day, I had a good day on Friday.
Yeah.
I think I brought in an interest like $1,200 in one day.
It's pretty
Wouldn't
good.
it be crazy if I had an account like a money market account doing that?
I know.
And all of a sudden I brought in 1,200, I'd take that 1,200 out right away.
Mine.
Truck payment.
That's mine.
You know. But then you lose the power of compounding interest. But
Yeah. Yeah.
it would be nice to supplement income that way.
I know. That would be ideal.
Yeah,
Someone's doing it.
that's how you do it.
I guess
maybe I will. Maybe
I guess
I'll
we'll have to revisit it. I mean, I feel like
Next Sunday you'll know.
for me,
There'll be one in the driveway.
for me, it was the whole solar ordeal.
Oh yeah,
right.
That was wild.
Yours is a little bit more
couldn't
reasonable.
sleep.
Really?
The whole solar deal. Yeah, I was nervous.
You were thinking about it?
Yeah.
Like you thought one of these weekends I was going to come by and I was going to tell you I fucking pulled it.
You pretty much did the one time. You had everything signed.
Yeah, that was tough.
But I know it wasn't. It was just.
But you know what it
Early
was?
stages,
It
but-
didn't feel right.
Yeah.
There was something holding me back.
That's one thing I learned. Trust my inner gut. And with anything, if it's like a situation at work,
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, maybe I should let my boss know about this because there's kind of a shit show going on, or anything else in life. If I got that gut feeling, I probably should go with it because usually it turns out okay in the end
Yeah.
by doing your gut.
I agree. That's kind of how I've been feeling. Honestly, with this garage thing, I'm the same way. Like it's been on my mind every single day since I started thinking about it. And I thought, I first was just like, my goal is just to get this thing torn down.
Yeah, we can do it.
And like I'll figure out where I'm going to put all my stuff.
We can do it.
I think I'm going to go that route.
All you need is
based on the price.
I would rent a dumpster, right?
Yeah.
To put all the shit in there.
Yeah.
Use your truck to pull it down.
And it's already leaning
so it's-
away
yeah.
from my neighbors.
Yeah.
You know. I think I'm just going to do that. But
I'll
the
come
original idea was just to clear it and then to have that space. And then that way I could clean up around it because behind there's some like bullshit
Brush,
trees
yeah.
growing and shit. So I
That'd be
want
a
to
nice
really
little
clean that
patio.
up. Right?
I'd put like
That's
table
what,
chairs.
Well, like, so that's what we're going to do is like, I'm going to do
a shed.
a shed that's half the size of the pad. And then at some point I want to build some sort of thing that we can hang out.
Oh, like a lean-to. Yeah,
Yeah, like a lean-to or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Just build off of it.
Yeah, to have a little back patio spot.
Yeah.
When it's raining in or get all
But-
the sun.
I was going to wait, and then I started just browsing, and I was like, oh, dude, these Amish sheds don't look too bad.
No, they're nice. I loved it. It was so super easy to get. It might be a little harder for you because of how tight it is, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to take off. They're probably going to take off the truck. Use this little like motorized like cart thing to push it.
to
up
push
your
it?
Driveway, yeah.
I was out there today measuring, and I told the person I'm talking with that I probably have safe 10 feet between my fence. Other than that, there's enough room for like the house and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like, we need about 11 and a half feet for the eaves. to pass. I'm like, you're good on that because that's up higher. And she's like, 10 feet will be
Plenty.
So I think depending on how wide the truck is, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be as wide as, I don't even know. But she said it's going to work. And they just have to drive it straight back.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Because it's going to be on probably a pickup truck with a nice long bed trailer.
Yeah, making that swing into my driveway.
Yeah, because they're going to have to back it in.
I'm going to have to ask my fucking neighbor across the street who's a Karen.
She hates you.
I don't know what her deal is, but I'm going to be like, is it cool if I use your driveway? Can you open your fence so they can pull in? And
They'll be able to swing it. Just like backing a camper in. They probably can do it. They've probably done it a million times.
Yeah.
Or they, like I said, they have the other option, most companies, where you could take it off the trailer. It's like on a cart system, like motorized thing. And
That'd be
almost
nice.
looks like a snowblower without the snowblower front. And
That'd be cool because they can just put it where I want it,
yeah,
which is ideal. Yeah. I'm kind of excited.
yeah, it's going to be cool. I want to pull that thing down too.
Do you?
Yeah, take a sledgehammer.
It shouldn't take too long. No. I don't think. I just got to clear everything out of it.
Clear everything out. Make sure you got a Sawzall to cut up some of the bigger stuff so you can easier to bring into the dumpster.
Okay.
I'm sure your dad has one, or
I got one.
They're cheap enough.
Yeah, I got a
and a good
Sawzall.
blade. I'd probably bring mine too. A couple guys with Sawzall.
Yep.
Sawzalls. What can be wrong?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And then I'll just have to clear off the pad.
You'll
Everything's
pressure
good.
wash it.
I don't even have one. Do you have a pressure washer?
I can get one.
You can get one. My dad's got one. If you don't have one,
My father-in-law has one. I
You're
got
good.
to do my back of my house anyways.
you were gonna borrow one from my dad.
I could.
I'll borrow one from your dad.
Yeah.
I'll go get it, bring it here, then bring it to my house.
Yeah.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
my original idea was I was looking at shipping containers because you can buy used shipping containers,
That'd be cool.
10 by 20s,
Yeah.
for between 1,000 and 2,000.
They could paint it like some cool.
Yeah,
Like
I was
trees
thinking-
or something.
I could put two side by side. I was thinking one for storage, one I can fucking deck it out, make it a cool hangout.
Oh.
Then the ideas just started going way too.
Podcast room in there.
Oh, stop it!
Studio.
Stop it! I would love to. I
Or a
would love
second
to.
shed.
I gotta be realistic though.
Or get a shed and a storage container.
I don't think they could fit all that back there, Al.
You got a 2-car garage. Why can't you do 2?
Well, I mean, like, let's say I put the shed on the left. Like, it'd be straight back in my driveway. How the fuck is anybody gonna make a swing? Like, I don't think they're gonna be able to make that swing.
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
If you believe in it, they can do it.
Yeah, I do.
Are you faithful?
I
Do you
am.
believe in God? He's gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Or like
Well-
Matthew McConaughey says, "Don't worry about it until you need to worry about it. So worry about it that day when you get it delivered.
That's a good point.
If not, put it in your front yard. Storage container and all. Look at that.
The neighbor's gonna love it. Hey, neighbor! What do you think?
Yeah. And then we do our podcast logo to the street side of it.
Right. Gone fishing.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea, though. I would say the next house, whatever next house we get,
A storage container.
yeah, or something
Use
for
studio.
like the studio. That'd be ideal,
Yeah. Gas be easier because it won't be in our personal home.
right?
So whoever.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Let's do it.
I feel like I should pull up one of these questions
You probably should.
or one of these like topics. Oh,
I'm ready.
here's a good one we could start with.
Let's hear it.
I don't think we've ever really looked at this before.
Okay.
There's a good topic that came up, and the question is, why do you think like you and I work so well as like friends, as being friends? Like, what do you think it is that like
Yeah, that's a good one.
it just kind of clicks?
Just works.
Yeah.
I always believe that. Even in like a marriage, you shouldn't have to fight for the other person. Or like a girlfriend, boyfriend, you shouldn't have to fight to make them love you.
Right.
Or like if they don't want to be with you or like they're kind of like being shitty. Okay.
See you later.
Yeah. I want someone who's fucking all in
Yeah.
all the time. And it just works. Like how Sarah and I, and I'm sure you and Vale,
Yeah.
it just works.
There's no questions about the
Yeah.
relationship as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah. Do we fight a little bit? Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. But it just works. It's no like she's leaving for a day or two or I'm saying fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
It's always been like that for 14 years almost.
Yeah.
15 years now.
Yeah, I think we've only gotten one little
Yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
It wasn't even an argument. You were upset with me.
Oh, you and I?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was 50-50
You were
issue.
You were not wrong. You were not wrong.
Looking back, it's 50-50. I should have been, you know what? Yeah, good for you. Let's do it.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know.
Yeah, because we weren't really, we were friends then. Still good, we were good friends, just we're both working on our careers at that point, I think,
Yeah.
in college and
Yeah.
hanging out just like on the weekends with a group of people, not one-on-one.
Yeah. And I like just became single like 2 days.
Yeah.
That day or something like that. And I was like, I need to go to a party.
Hey, and the way I said about things working, not forcing it,
Yes.
that's one of the situations, right?
Yeah.
I was just forcing it to make it work. You know, we weren't dating, but yeah. But she was, leading me on. I was interested.
And then that happened.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah. I was like,
yeah.
dodge a bullet. Thank you.
Yeah, now she got like
Yeah.
14 kids.
I don't know.
No, I think she's doing good.
Yeah.
She's happy.
No, yeah. Just dodge a bullet.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't
that
wanna
was good.
Get fired from Craig Leo's job.
But I agree with you. Like when I was kind of typing out this question, I was like, yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
there's no absolute reason. But I did write like some things down. Like we have similar humor.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
We have which I don't think we really picked up on. When we were in like middle school.
I wish we did.
I know. We both love comedy.
Comedy.
Comedy. And
Mark Norman.
especially like later, like now that we're a little bit older, like our wives get along.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
That's huge.
Because I feel like when you're younger, there's times where like your buddy might be dating somebody that
I'm sure you guys had.
the friend group is like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I remember, I was dating someone you guys didn't want me to date. Or Dylan, at least, was like, dude, find someone new.
Was it Ashley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I think at the time I didn't really believe she fit with like,
Our group
yeah,
and me.
like who she hung out with
Yeah.
and stuff. You know,
Who
that
I
didn't
am.
make sense.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it was just like, when the guys would get together, and you were fairly new into a relationship, and you liked this girl,
Yeah.
which I can't blame you for liking her. But we would get together and we'd be like, "Oh, where's Al?" And,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Well, it was the first time I got laid. So you know how it is when you're
yeah. You're like, "Wow, that was
young
actually
man.
pretty nice. That was a
Yeah.
lot better than."
and hanging out with you guys. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Showing our dicks, you know?
I mean, 100%. You're like, man, maybe if you should have said that at the time. Like, dude, maybe if you guys fucking
Got laid, you would know.
yeah. Fun stuff is kids though. But yeah, we've just always kind of got along, man.
Yeah, that's a good question, though.
Let me see if
I like it.
there's anything else. Let's see. Oh, what about like things you used to care about that you no longer really care about anymore?
I remember I used to be totally, not like I do a lot of drugs, not that, but
Yeah.
I'd be totally against it. Like
No way.
marijuana. Yeah.
No way.
You remember. I was like, anyone, like, I remember one time we were hanging out at Cody Kelly's house and they were, rolling a blunt or something like that.
Yeah.
And Dylan and I, we just left. We're like, how cool were we, right? Like,
Outta
oh, we
here.
can't be around this. So we just bounced. And it was marijuana. But that was back in like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that I was totally against. Drinking. Yeah. The government. I used to love the government. Well, never going to go against the government, but I used to be like, oh, they're always going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Then that's changed a lot. Super don't trust
don't believe
the
that
government
anymore.
with a lot of stuff. They're just there to get their own votes. Doesn't matter if it's
Yeah.
a town supervisor or mayor up to the president. It's just,
It's a popularity
Yeah.
contest.
yeah.
It's like there's more time spent becoming popular than
Yeah.
it is like actually doing
Doing the
things.
job. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Could we do a better job? I don't know. I really don't know. Because I'm not in
Yeah.
that position.
No. I always wanted to run for like a local,
Something more local.
yeah, town level. But once again, I like hang out with my family. I like to work, make money. And I'm not going to make money in that. So, well, unless you're Pelosi. But,
Yeah.
unless you're in Congress, you're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
Somehow they can be millionaires and make 200,000 a year. I don't know how that works.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's very weird to think about. There's only one person from our high school that got into politics that I know of.
That's like actual like a politician?
Somewhat.
Who?
Spencer Bernard.
Yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah, what does he do now?
He's something for the town of Pittsford.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah, he's like some kind of higher up dude
That's cool.
for that, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even. I mean, sure, maybe he's a politician, but I feel like that level, like you said, like
It's not your full time.
I think it is.
Oof.
I was just curious, like on average, what that position
Yeah.
pays.
You can look it up.
It's full time.
Yeah.
It's full time.
How much?
I think it starts at 90.
Woo.
Yeah.
A lot of cake.
Yeah. That starts at 90, so who knows?
Yeah.
But-
Starts.
It's
It's good money.
yeah, you can definitely make a living doing it, but
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit more attainable, a little bit more honest than
Yeah.
being working for the government,
Yeah.
the U.S. government.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some things I've cared about, and I'm like, yeah, doesn't matter. Also, keeping your car super, super clean, like waxing it all the time.
Yeah.
Make sure it's perfect. If you get scratched, used to not flip out, but you get upset over it. And now I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
Little
Yeah,
ding.
I don't care.
Yeah. I think
Just
when
be
you
super anal.
when you first there's like a break-in period when you first get like a new vehicle.
Yeah.
You want to keep it pretty spotless. But then once you get that one little ding,
Yeah.
I fucking hit a shopping cart rail.
I remember you hit a shopping cart.
I do remember that too.
That wasn't a.
That car was already dinged
Yeah,
up.
the car was already fucked.
But with my truck, dude, I just had this brain fart moment where I was pulling out of a parking spot next to a cart rail.
Yeah.
Just fucking scraped it. And I'm like, all right, it's finally used.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
This was like last year, by the way.
Yeah.
And now Ark is very
Savvy.
he is very savvy. He's very anal about his vehicles.
Oh.
And so
Does he
he's
have his own business?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shark Detailing.
Shark. I got to use him. Got to call him.
He's good.
Yeah.
But he always notices when there's new marks on my truck, and he found one last week. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Where did that come from?
Where?
It's like near like the bed railing, so it's like up higher, and it's just like where the body naturally kind of comes out and like goes back in, right on the crevice of that. It's just like this big like.
Someone must have pissed at you.
I always think that because I have my business on my
Yeah.
truck, that I could be targeted for whatever reason. I mean,
See that
it's
one guy that
it's
got
fucking
his hair
haircuts.
loss because of you.
Oh,
His
I
hairline.
forgot about that one.
Probably him.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's freaking insane.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I didn't.
What was funny though is he didn't even fight me on it. Like when I was like, I was very nice about it, but I was like, yeah, that's like not a thing. Like when you cut someone's hair, that's not like forever.
Yeah,
you know what I
get
mean?
a warranty.
Yeah.
5-year.
I was like,
warranty
I've
on
been
it.
cutting hair for like 5 years now, and like this is the first time ever hearing that that's even a thing. And he's just like, I was like, I'm sorry, man, but like you're contacting me like this 2 years later.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry,
here.
like I can't do anything for you. And he's just like, okay. I just blocked him.
Maybe
'cause
someone fucking with you?
I always think about that. I do always think about that. Given my past in high school, but
Well,
there's always somebody
yeah.
that's just like has nothing better to do.
Yeah.
But
What do you care about or used to care about that you don't really care about anymore?
I think when I was sorry to bring the tone of things down a little bit. When I was younger, I used to really care about what people thought about me, and was like I really just wanted to. I was like an overly out of control people pleaser, and I still would consider myself a people pleaser,
too.
but not to the extent that I was.
That's cool. That's good.
So I don't really care what people think about me anymore. I more or less just care, like if when I look in the mirror, am I happy with who I am, and that's kind of
That's good.
that's a big thing that's
Yeah,
changed
That's huge.
for sure.
That's much more deeper than me. I'm talking about drug use. And,
Well, I mean, I guess I guess that's something like
That's deep.
big
That's a
that
good
like
one.
sticks out in my mind.
Yeah. I would have to spend some time thinking about that one too, maybe. But for me, it'd be deep on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And also, I want to clarify: I'm not a drug user like that. I just don't care. Like, I don't judge people who, if they have to use.
Yeah,
or
you don't
use
feel
in the
like-
even users in the past, right? You just be like, oh, that guy's a freaking ex-druggie.
Yeah.
You know,
Piece of shit.
just Dare. What Dare taught me, right?
Yep. Whatever happened to that program?
Ever since marijuana, dude, can't do it.
It just became so good.
Marijuana or Dare?
The marijuana.
It's legal now. That's great.
Let's see. Oh, dude, I saw. So, do you remember last podcast I think it was the last podcast we talked about how there was somebody that came up on our Instagram.
Yeah,
The
Down
girl with
syndrome.
with that. So
I haven't
apparently,
seen her since.
so apparently, it's a thing where I don't know if it's the same girl, but there's a girl that got like banned
Okay.
on social media because she was using a filter to make it
To
look like
she's
she had Down syndrome
Oh my god!
to make money on OnlyFans.
And it worked.
It worked
Good for her.
for sure. I don't know if it's the same girl that we saw, but I was like, if that was a filter,
What else can they do?
I know. It
Do
was
me
insane.
next.
In a way, I was almost a little disappointed.
I know. I thought it was real.
I thought it was real.
Everything on the internet should be real, right? Wouldn't be there if it wasn't.
Yeah, just kind of believed it.
Yeah, I didn't fact check. I
Believe
just
it on the face.
I just saw it quick. Okay.
Why would you fact like that? It makes sense that that's a thing on the internet,
Yeah, but good for her.
right?
Doing what she wants.
Better than fucking being a bagger at
Yeah.
a grocery store.
What are you saying? People with Down syndrome have to be baggers?
No, it tends to be where they put them.
I know.
I don't know why.
There's a funny episode on South Park. Probably get a lot of trouble for this.
Bring it up.
But on South Park, where it was an episode about Asperger's, like
Yeah.
autism, right? And part one, right? Carmen thought Asperger's was ass burgers,
Right.
So he shoved cheeseburgers up his ass and went to the nurse. Like, oh my god, I think I have Asperger's. And he pulled down his pants and like all these cheeseburgers fall out.
Oh my god.
But no, so then everyone that actually had Asperger's had like a room they would go to, and one of the characters, I think Kyle or something, got invited.
Yeah.
And he walked in, and they're closing the blinds, turning the lights down low, and all of a sudden they start acting normal. And Kyle goes like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "Yeah, we just pretend because we got all this extra, shit, because everyone thinks we're special,
Yeah.
but really we're just normal.
Oh my
We
god.
figured it out. They're all
You
playing
fig-
video games and like partying and like,
They're like having the best
yeah,
life. Oh my god.
yeah, good episode.
You can't go wrong with South Park.
It's like, oh my god, my Asperger's.
Was this like like years ago?
Yeah,
they did
probably
this?
like 2020 or not 2020,
2020.
probably 2015.
back when they
You could
Call
call
it-
about stuff.
they don't even call it Asperger's anymore.
What do they call it? Spectrum.
Yeah, they just view it as being on a spectrum.
Spectrum. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, because it's not really like you're high functioning.
Yeah. Well,
the
there's
most
just
part.
so many different levels of it,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
But now the red dye 40s are gone. We'll be good.
Yeah, but how long do you think that's going to take to like really actually take effect? And we
They
got
said the end of 2026. So you got 2 years of red dyes.
2 more years of red dyes, and everything's going to be.
Good to go.
I wonder how hard it is just to substitute. So basically, like the colors of foods are going to be a little different.
Yeah.
They're going to be like more dull.
Yeah. Well, it could change flavors too, because the dyes could react with like the acids and whatnot. I read up on it. Because I'm like, why do they put red dye and shit, all these dyes,
Yeah,
when all these can do it and it looks the same?
it looks
right?
fine.
Yeah. So something about that, like it might change bitterness on some of the foods, so that's why they have those dyes in there. Like a Hostess cupcake has red dye 40 in it. It's not red at all. It changes the flavor profile a little bit. From what I read.
It's interesting.
Internet, once again, I'm not a scientist or
Yeah.
nutritionist.
I noticed
Obviously.
they
Look at me.
they put red dye 40 in pickled sausages.
Yeah.
If you ever bought a big 1-gallon container of pickled sausages,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why are they this
So red.
color?
Yeah.
And yes, they put red dye
Yeah, because
40.
it might change the flavor a little bit.
But figure something else out.
I know. I know. I don't know why. Maybe because they get paid by the government to do it to make us dumber. Remember
Yeah, it could be.
Rockefeller?
Yeah.
He said, what's his famous quote? I don't want a country of thinkers, or I want a country of doers, like workers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they basically don't want creativity. They want just do your work.
Just do your job.
Yeah.
It's just fucking do your job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, that's how school started because they wanted people to fall in line. I'm not going to go into this again, but
No, it's a fair. I was talking with someone who was a teacher the other day,
okay.
and he was really going in on his own son. His son's 25 years old, super smart. All
Okay.
his kids went to private school,
Nice.
and his son is just it sounded like his son might be on the spectrum, super high functioning, but it's just just only cares about video games. He's 25. He has a degree. He's living at home, which I would say just maybe kick him out, but
What's his Twitch?
which I don't know.
We'll watch him.
But
Sure he's
I don't
live
even know if he
streaming.
streams. He just plays.
Just plays? That's weird.
But his dad's having a hard time dealing with it because he's like, I don't know what to do at this point because I've tried kind of like pushing him to get out there. Because I was like, well, does he just not have any interest in girls or anything? And he's like, no, he wants to get laid, but he's just not making the effort to do it. He only has been hanging out at gay clubs. He told his son, he's like, dude, if you want to get girls, you can't keep going to gay clubs. But if you are gay, it's
So he's
okay.
gay.
His son's.
There's nothing wrong with that. But he's gay.
Well, he said he has 2 daughters that are gay. So it's not like the son would be all weird about it. But
And maybe he's going to gay clubs to be with his sisters. Not sexually, but
yeah,
just to hang out with them. I don't know. I went to a gay club once. Didn't know it was.
yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I think there's a point to be made. Perhaps if you're looking for a straight woman, it might be tough going to a gay club.
Yeah. And it was drag night. So I thought, oh, it's drag racing. Okay, cool. I'll go.
I fucking love drag racing.
Yeah, and then I see people from high school I knew. I'm at this gay club on drag night.
People are like,
They're like, oh my God, are you? No, I'm not. Nothing wrong with that. But
Yeah.
no, that was a funny memory.
oh
Shit.
my God.
Totally forgot about that until now.
You had your Jeff Gordon t-shirt on or something.
Yeah, I didn't I had my mustache going. I was wearing leather pants, so
They were assless, but
yeah. But no, yeah. So yeah, this girl comes oh my God, are you? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not.
that's so
I'm
funny.
here with a friend.
That's it's such a funny thing to say too, because I guess
Do I have to be gay to go here?
No.
That's for everyone, you know.
But when I was
I don't like being
younger,
criticized for
I
being
would have.
straight.
I probably would have had that way of thinking too.
Yeah, me too.
I had friends that went to gay clubs that clearly were not gay,
Yeah.
and well, I mean, I only found out they weren't gay because I was like, "You want to suck my dick?"
Yeah, it said no.
They're like, "Not right now. I gotta go to a gay club."
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, cool. Later. But no, I don't know. I think it fucking matters
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, I got a question.
Okay.
Would you ever use a glory hole?
Would I?
Yeah.
Um,
You're at a truck stop, Alabama. Bucky's. Would you risk it all? Put $20 in the hole and
is that how they work?
I don't know.
You don't put money in. I think you just put your dick in.
You really don't have to pay the person?
No.
They're just doing this for fun?
It's not a money thing. You just put your dick in there.
Would you?
I think I would. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I would.
Just you like to experience things.
Yeah. But this is
Good
all
one for the book.
This isn't to save my ass from not sleeping on the couch or anything, but that's something thinking back on it, just with the massage parlors. I would have done that if I was single and knew about it.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
You
By
would-
the
so
time
you
I
would do a
found
glory
out
hole?
about those. What's that?
You would do a glory hole.
Yeah, I would do a glory hole.
Even if you knew a man was on the other side.
I don't think you'd really know. I think you're just guessing.
What if you heard, hey, Nick?
Oh, I'd be out of there.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, and also I'd be
But
like,
if you didn't know, you just risked it. There's
Yeah.
a 50% chance.
yeah, there is. That's a tough thing
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. It's tough.
Would
'cause,
you not care? Just close it. Well, you could keep your eyes open. You wouldn't see the
I
person.
want to say you could probably tell, right?
I don't know. Could you? Mouth to mouth.
Yeah, but I think you would know. I really do feel like you would know.
I don't know.
And if you just like didn't know, and you just like this feels normal, then yeah, you just roll with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what the fuck's behind that wall.
Yeah, what if it's a freaking like
What if it's a dog?
alligator
What if it's an alligator?
or a snake? Yeah, like on Jackass, where like snake bit their penises.
Right.
I don't remember that episode.
I don't think it.
They put like a mouse
Oh yeah.
costume over the penis and
Yeah.
put their dicks in the snake's
It's
pit.
terrible.
Snake pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about this glory hole thing,
So you would still.
I still have it.
I still.
No, I'm just thinking like, what if you put your dick through there and then it's like someone like cuts it off.
A
or
meat
something.
grinder or something.
You hear the blender started.
The guy's
you don't know.
hand driven. You know.
Oh, jeez, I don't know.
Or yeah, what about diseases? What if there's just a person back there? Doesn't matter if a guy or girl, and that's all they do all day. And
Yeah.
would you be scared of that?
Slip a Jimmy? Put a Jimmy on there?
Yeah.
Is that weird that we call condoms
Jimmy.
Jimmy?
I don't know. Let's call our friend Jimmy and ask him. I don't know Jimmy.
Jimmy Pink.
Oh yeah, I remember. him.
Right? He would know.
Call him.
Call him.
Have we talked to him about when we graduate 15 years ago?
Hey, I know it's been a while. But
Are you offended if you call a Jimmy and your name's Jimmy?
right. How do you is it IE?
Or do you want me to call you Jimothy
Jimothy.
from The Office? What do we call you other than Jim? Jimmy, Jim, Jimothy,
I like it. Jimothy.
James?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'm more likely to would do like a massage parlor over a glory hole. Come to think about it, because at least I know. Like I
Massage
can see
parlor, and what are we getting?
a deep tissue massage,
Okay. It could
like a happy ending.
lead into like a
I think they
our
take
friend's situation in Florida at the strip club. Didn't know what he was getting, and all of a sudden he owed $200 for the.
I think
the
they just like, I think they just give you a hand job. From what I understand.
Would you be scared of getting arrested?
Well, I guess that would be a part of it, right?
But I guess if you didn't ask for it, was that illegal still? And you're paying for what you thought was a massage. You never asked for it.
Yeah, she just started giving me these weird signs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you knew that was the type of place that would do it.
Did I?
Well, if going in, know that was happening, and you just, I just want the massage.
They see my Google search.
At the black web or whatever, the dark web.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough. All these questions. See, this is what impulsivity gets you. You
Yeah.
don't think about all this
No.
stuff. You're just like, would I do that? Yes.
Yeah, there's like the glory hole, yes, but like all these other factors.
Yeah. No, I would still do the massage parlor.
Glory hole, no.
Glory hole, I'd say probably not, just for the safety of my
Depending
dick.
on the Google reviews.
Depends. Yeah.
If you had good 5-star reviews, you would.
I mean, if a glory hole has reviews on it, I'd say yeah.
But you don't know who it is. It's like, that was good, but I don't know if it was a girl, guy, they,
Yeah,
them.
because well, I don't know, because like guys aren't patient, right? So like, would there be a guy behind there just waiting? No, girls are more patient.
But
It's
what if-
got to be a girl.
What if he enjoys it?
He's
It's
just
okay
like,
to
he's
enjoy
like
it.
these like one-off guys
Yeah.
that's just like patient.
I'm sure a lot of guys are.
I don't know.
Are they making money? Because I think at a truck stop, if it was like not industrial, but like commercialized
Yeah.
glory hole.
A commercialized glory
Yeah,
hole. It's
yeah.
not just a cutout.
Yeah.
They got like
you got your LLC and everything. It's legit DBA.
there's
and
like
everything.
proper what do you call it? There's proper like baseboard around
Yeah.
it.
You got your tax license up there. This is an official business of Alabama.
Scan to pay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a QR
If you're
code.
making money, like $20.
Yeah.
I don't know how much would one cost.
So many questions.
Yeah.
I really don't
I don't
know.
know where to begin. $20? 50?
I don't know.
100?
Did you? Would you do it?
Glory hole? No. If I didn't know who was on their side, no.
Okay.
I'd be too scared. There's like
Yeah.
you said, there's too much risks.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a chainsaw. That's
But what if you take all the risks away?
yeah.
But it could either be a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough. I don't want to feel a mustache down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gets like caught in your.
Yeah, you pull. You're like, oh,
Sorry, mom.
yeah, I forgot. You got Mother Teresa listening.
Right.
He has
Oh,
risen.
yeah. Oh gosh.
Comedy.
So many questions.
Yeah, so I just want to throw that question out.
I like that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I just thought of it.
That's a solid ask. What about a massage parlor?
Knowing that it'd be a happy ending?
Yeah.
That'd be tough.
Dude, nobody calls them a massage parlor unless there's happy endings involved.
Really?
Like the place I go to get massages,
She gets past me and say massage parlor?
I don't say, I just say massage therapist. She's a therapist.
And that's what they call it these days?
Go to my therapist. Yeah.
Therapy, yeah.
Yeah, parlor just sounds dirty.
So I know it's a massage parlor.
Yeah. Would you do it?
If I was single, probably.
Yeah.
If it was like, yeah, guys' night out, we're celebrating. Maybe fun to I can't talk right now.
Sun
having a
fun.
stroke?
Some fun to do.
Yeah, something fun to do.
Did you pick up your CPAP yet? Jesus.
The tests are the sleep studies on the 12th, so next week.
Oh my God.
And I gotta wait till June for the results because they're so booked.
That's insane.
So
a lot
many
of people out there
a lot
cannot
of sleep
sleep.
issues. Yeah, concerning.
Very concerning.
Yeah, driving and
A lot of people out there just like dying for a couple seconds in their sleep.
Yeah. Massage. If I was single, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Me now, but if I was a kid, probably no. When I was younger, but going back,
I think you
To
gotta be
my
like
20.
18.
what?
I think you gotta be 18.
Yeah, 18 to 20. I probably would if you were going.
Some places, I guess, ask for your ID. That's a dead giveaway right there.
Yeah.
How old are you? 18?
Do you want? If they come out and actually ask, hey, do you want a hand job? I'd probably like, no, you're a cop. So they want you to say what you're getting for court, you know. But if you go, oh, I just want a massage, you never
just
say what you want.
You say, no. And you wink.
But you're doing that to the cop that's asking it.
Right.
The undercover.
It's true.
No.
One of my buddies that goes habitually he told me there's like
To a
signs.
massage part? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
He's got an app and everything that shows him where they are.
That's crazy.
But he told me, because I'm so interested. I'm like, how do you know though? Like, aside from this app, how do you
ask for it? Or
how
they
do
just
you know?
start doing it?
He said there's signs they give you. They'll like massage you, and then eventually they'll graze over your dick. And when he goes and gets massages, now this is another topic it'd be fun to talk about.
Yeah.
He gets
Get him on
butt
the show.
naked when he gets a massage. And this is something that I wasn't sure about when I started recently going and getting deep tissue massages. Because for me, I know we talk about this stuff and it's funny and stuff like that, but I want to put in the most amount of effort I can to make them as comfortable as
Yeah.
possible and let them know, hey, I'm actually here for just the massage.
Yeah.
So like the first time I went to get this deep tissue massage,
You're wearing a hoodie and
Fucking-
jeans.
yeah, the only thing I took off was my shirt.
What'd she say?
She didn't say anything. She said dress to your comfortability.
Naked.
Some people do, and they're used to that. But after like 2 massages, which were amazing, I was like, I wonder if there's anything I'm missing out on because I'm wearing too
Yeah.
much.
But what if she thinks, oh, God, he's getting more naked now?
He's getting
Does he want
comfortable.
something?
Dude, see, and that's exactly how I think. So I was asking before my last appointment last week, I was asking people, like, I was asking my clients and shit. I was like, what would you do? And they're like, oh, dude, every time I go get a massage, like, some people are like, I just go down to my underwear.
I probably do underwear.
Or, like, I go butt naked. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, is it going to be weird that the first couple massages I was, like, more dressed, and now I'm, like, slowly. They're like, no, dude, it just maybe shows them that you're more comfortable.
Yeah.
So this last time around, I just kept I had shorts on.
Yeah.
So I
That's
had
good.
underwear,
I think that's safe.
shorts, took the socks and everything else off, and I was right. I was for sure missing out on part of this massage.
So she was going more to the legs?
Yeah, she like did more of my feet. She did more of like my hamstrings and stuff, and I was like, I
want my
fucking
money
knew
back.
it, dude. I know. But
I
I honestly wanted to ask her, like, hey, if like, are there things that you're not able to do because I have like my socks on? Or but then I was like,
hand job.
I know, I know. So I get in my head about this stuff, but
Wow.
no, it all went good. It was all fine, and
So back to your friend.
yeah, I can't name names though.
No, yeah, no, I don't want to know names.
It's Jeff.
I knew it.
Jeff Goldblum.
I knew it. It's Andrew Cuomo. He's Italian.
Obviously.
I'm Italian.
Part of the culture.
Yeah. How much does a massage cost for him?
I want to say like average.
How much is average?
I don't know. Like I
never got one.
pay 120.
So he's
Plus
paying
I-
like
plus I give a
120.
tip.
So he's paying like 120 just for a handy.
And a massage.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I asked him that too. I was like, I still want the massage to be good.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be this half-ass massage.
Because she wants to get to the part that she has to do.
Yeah, I want it to be a good massage. And he said, yeah. I mean, obviously it depends where you go. You know, you can tell the difference, but
Wow.
yeah,
So much I didn't know about the world.
I know. It's so much different than what you think, dude. When you roll by that fucking massage place on Westridge Road
In
near
Long Pond?
near Westridge near Kodak.
There's a massage place
Yeah, do you know the biker shop, the
Yeah.
leather place?
near the Mirage.
Yeah, but it's a little bit further.
Okay.
It's a little bit further. So there's the Mirage
The California Brew House
Brew House, my school that I went to for
Yeah.
barber school. The biker place,
massage.
massage.
Is that a sketchy one?
I wouldn't say it's sketchy, but that one did show up.
On the app? You
on
have the app.
I don't have the app. My buddy was
showed
showing
you.
me the app.
I gotta ask you after the show who it is, but
You're not gonna know who it is.
okay.
It's
I had
not-
an idea. I was gonna say a name, but I didn't wanna.
Yeah,
You probably think who I'm thinking of. Not gonna say a name.
I don't think you've never met this person, so
Oh.
you wouldn't know him.
But I was thinking this person. Sorry. I'll text it.
Let's see. This is fun that we can do this.
I know technology. We need a dump button or a mute
Oh
button.
no!
That's what I was
Actually,
thinking.
you know what's funny is I guess he could, but he might. But I feel like he's also open about that shit. Like he would.
Didn't he
tell
bang
me.
a dude? You didn't know?
He didn't
There's a
bang.
story.
He didn't bang him.
Oh, he's got a handy for one. Or more. He got banged by the dude.
I don't think he got banged.
So he's
It
hooking
is
up with
funny
someone
that
he
that
thought was a
happened in my
girl.
basement.
But was it a transgender? Safe to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
if
there
you
was
don't know,
we were having a party.
nothing wrong with it.
We having
If you're
a
attracted.
birthday party for Val at the house, and yeah, and to be honest, I don't even think I knew. Like I didn't when I met this. I have to be as vague as possible.
Yeah.
Just because.
You don't have to go into details. If you
When
want.
I met this individual, I remember telling Val, I was like, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And Val was like, yeah. And then like, it wasn't until that night that we had found out. So like most people leave the party by the end of the night.
Yeah.
We're all hanging out, smoking, just like kind of wrapping up. There's still some friends hanging out. Friends related to
Yeah.
this one friend, and then there's Dave. And
Now you're saying names.
fuck.
So this
And-
person.
This person, and we're all just talking and stuff, and then all of a sudden he speaks up and he goes, "I have a confession to make." Because here's what happened. Because some people who were related to the individual
Yeah.
that Dave reacted with, or
Yeah,
whatever,
and relations.
were there, and I don't even think we were asking or talking about it, but they brought it up or something and said, yeah, so-and-so is transgender.
Transition,
I think we were asking like what they did because they work for themselves. And I'm like, oh, what does she do for a living? He's like, oh, she makes lingerie for like transgenders. She's transgender. And that's when Dave's brain was like,
That person.
dun 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 dun, and yeah, and he's like, guys, I have a confession to make, and I think this was after they left because they didn't want to make them
Yeah.
feel uncomfortable. This was when we found this out. That individual had left
Yeah.
separately anyway,
Yeah.
so she wasn't there. And Dave was like, I have something to tell you guys, And he's like, yeah, we like, I don't remember why, but they went downstairs in the basement, and I think they were just like talking and just like hanging out, and like all of a sudden they like kind of like grabbed him and like spun him around, and like pulled his pants down, and he's like, oh, all right, and then just started like eating the salad,
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
just tossing the salad, and he was just like,
That's risky. Going to somebody you don't know.
very
Don't
risky
shower.
at a party.
Yeah, maybe if you just showered.
Yeah, which I think
Even then, still. it's
which I
like-
think he did, but also very risky.
Oh
And,
yeah.
but like he wasn't even mad. He was very confused, but he was like, yeah, I wasn't even like he didn't.
That was like 10 years ago.
He wasn't like pissed off about it,
Yeah.
and it was just so funny, like the way that he brought it up, and like how he was like, oh my god, and now it's just like a funny thing. Like it's not something he's like sensitive about.
Yeah.
But golly, he's always got the best stories.
Yeah. That's
Like-
one guy we got to get in the show.
He is by far, yeah, we definitely have to get him on the show.
He's like the Dos Equis guy, the most interesting man in the world.
Absolutely. And he's always got, like, especially because he does Uber,
He's got stories for days.
stories for, I think when he first started doing Uber, it was like a freedom that he hadn't had. He had been working for this one company in grocery for a super long time.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying, like, hey, I think I'm going to quit my job and just go work for Uber. And I'm
Does
like,
he still do Uber?
yeah.
Wow.
But he was a little unhinged when he first started because he had this new freedom. He was making good money. And, like, he's such a cool guy that people would invite him in. People were like, dude, come in and hang out, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he would tell me all these things. He's like, yeah, I started taking, like, I became some people's, like, personal drivers,
Yeah.
and they're paying me, like, under the table. And I was like, just be careful with that, Dave, because if Uber finds out, you're fucking canned.
Yeah.
They're going to can you. But it was, yeah, dude, it was wild.
Do you have any cool stories from Uber? Any invites? Anyone offering services instead of paying for an Uber?
No, because by the time you pick them up, they've already paid.
Oh, can you cancel it though? Or is that it's like I only Ubered like twice in my life.
I guess technically once they get in, they could just cancel it,
yeah.
you know. But
Like, hey, like I'll do this to you.
no, I didn't really, like, I didn't have any.
Wild.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
you're
had-
more doing it during the day, right?
No, I did it at night. I was doing.
That had to be fun.
I was doing 6 to midnight.
I wouldn't mind doing a shift. We should do a shift together.
It was actually really fun. Like I felt like I had just watched a bunch of YouTube videos beforehand that gave me like a bad vibe of what it could be like. And then when I did it, it ended up being like I actually got an opportunity to help people.
Yeah.
Which was, you know, I know you want like a really good, interesting
know.
story, and
It's fine.
I just have like a heartfelt story, so I'm not gonna go into
not
it.
gonna go into that.
But
But
I felt
think-
like I got to like help people, and people seem to enjoy. You know,
we should do a
being the
segment
rides.
where we do.
Do you want to cry?
No, we do Uber, and we film it, and then if it's fun, like a fun one, we'll post it.
Yeah.
Or it'd be like cash cab. Ding, remember cash cab?
Yeah.
Hey, And
Answer this question
It'd be
right.
a cool show. I don't think Uber allow it, but we at least get a couple episodes off the ground.
I mean,
No.
you could. There's people that like stream,
Yeah.
or not stream, but they record their trips and stuff. People are like, "Are you recording?" Like, yeah, just doing it for my safety.
Yeah. But I'm doing it for my show.
Yeah, and they
I
just,
heard the Gone Fishing. And that's
post
all we
it.
listen to. You want music? Okay, yeah, I got a podcast
you
for
go.
you.
you have it where they can't change it.
Yeah.
It's like stuck on that
Yeah.
on our show.
Yeah, diarrhea deal. You see it on the dashboard. The fuck? Get me out. You lock the doors.
They're like, "Do you got any waters?" You just hand them like a dead fish.
Yeah.
Like, I got
Or hit him a gin and juice.
a gin and juice.
Or I got a Jenny from years ago. 1878.
Crack it.
No. Scared.
Can't be good.
No, not good. I got my DCs though. Dinner Coke.
You gotta have your DCs.
Dinner Coke.
You know what I wonder? Coca-Cola is at this point, is such a big company.
Yeah.
Why do you think if they stopped putting money into their marketing that they would just fade away at this point?
No.
Why do you think they do it? Write-offs?
Potentially write-offs. That's a good point. Companies like finding unique ways to do that, right?
Yeah.
So that way their tax liability isn't as high. I'd probably get more customers. Try to get those Pepsi customers.
But
Try to get people to switch.
it's like
Or there might be some customers who might not drink it all the time,
it's
and
a
like
flavor thing.
during the holidays, like, oh man, let's get a Coke.
Maybe it's them. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the people that aren't
Are 100% in.
soda drinkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people that are in, they don't need
No, I don't need a
like you. There's nothing. You don't need any push to go buy.
Oh, I buy these
Diet
50
Coke.
at a time. BJ's. Yeah, I buy the big pack.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good deal.
Yeah.
I can't. If I keep soda in my house, I'm gonna fucking drink it all. I'm so happy that Arc doesn't work for that company anymore.
I know, yeah.
Dude.
Bringing
he's
snacks and shit.
So many good snacks.
So what's he doing now? The detailing full time?
No, he works for a commercial HVAC company.
Oh, yeah.
So they told him they're gonna send him to school, and he's gonna get like
Training.
legitimized.
It's be good
and-
money.
Yeah, he'll eventually be in doing residential.
Yeah.
So this company he's working for just dumped like over $1 million into opening a residential HVAC
What's the company?
company. I can't say it.
Noco?
TradeStar.
TradeStar.
Yeah. Shout out TradeStar for
TradeStar.
helping
Not
everybody
a
out.
sponsor, but
Yeah, we're not
if you
sponsored,
need a
but
new furnace, call TradeStar today.
they're an honest company.
Yeah.
They seem.
And if you
Legit.
use our discount code,
Yeah,
Gone Fishing Podcast, save 10%.
that sounds good.
I know,
I
right?
feel like we're just speaking it into existence.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor us, come on down.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Like
Coke.
have a podcast that has local
Oh, that'd be
sponsors. You know what I mean?
cool. Yeah. Zweigels, come on.
Yeah. Zweigels. What's the other one? Pizza Shack.
Yeah. Jenny Light.
Did he ever
Brewery.
call you?
No.
After Pizza Shack?
No.
He ever tell you like, hey man, I think I undercharged you guys?
He totally undercharged us. Did we talk about that? I think
Yeah,
we did.
The diarrhea deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely undercharged us.
But he put that discount in there.
No. He fucked up. He didn't realize we had wings.
Oh, could you see it in his eyes?
Yeah, because I could see he charged us, right? And then he's waiting for the pizza to get done. And then he's looking at all the orders and sees the wings on top of the pizza oven. And he's like, I see that look like, fuck. Oh, yeah, I got the wings here for you, too. And we already paid at that point. And I would have gladly paid. I just, okay, it's kind of awkward. I don't know. I should have said something, but I'll go back.
Should we order wings tonight?
Yeah.
We'll tip him. He
Yeah.
forgets again.
He's not working tonight. I
No?
don't think.
He's at his
His
Boy
son
Scouts
had
meeting.
something, some college thing.
Hmm.
At least in the Facebook post.
Allegedly.
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 So, I don't know.
Spit it out already?
Losing its flavor.
Hasn't been a half hour.
20 minutes on these suckers.
Oh. When are you gonna start buying them in bulk? By the way,
How did I buy these in bulk? Give me a website.
I'll fucking look it up right now, dude.
Send
I'm
it
just
to me.
curious how much they're selling. What are you buying for?
Like $3.99.
Oh, dude, you're getting jabbed.
Raped. Sorry. Didn't offend anyone who's been raped.
I'm offended. What are they called?
On. With an exclamation point.
Oh, I see.
Like an on button.
You get the 4 mils.
4 mils is. I could do 8s. Because
What
that's all I have is 2, 4, and 8.
And what do you pay?
Like $3.99 a packet.
Ale, $3.25.
Oh, sweet.
You can get 50 cans for $162.
I don't want to spend $162. I do about one a week.
All right.
That's my addiction right now.
3.25.
20,
So
20
you could
pouches
buy-
get me through the week.
You could buy. Let me see what the other amounts are. You can buy 1 can for $3.49, or you can do
Like a 20 pack.
25 for $83.
Okay.
That'll last you a long time.
Yeah,
$3.32 a can. I'll send you the website.
Yeah, thank you.
That's honestly, it's just what I use. You know,
Yeah.
just
I'm ready to send me a picture. Probably fucking sell them.
I know. Yeah, it's cheap. I mean, you know you're gonna do it. If you're gonna do it, why not just
Yeah.
fucking save money at it?
I can quit. I can quit when I want to.
Yeah, I could quit.
No, I want the whole weekend. I'll have it any. Then I picked one up today.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. I often think about that. Like, could I?
I just like doing it in the morning. It's great in the ride in. And then maybe one in the middle of the day to get me going. Then I'm kind of hankering for one when I'm walking out to my car.
Yeah,
I was like, no, you're addicted. I'm like, oh, I need that release.
you can feel it. And then when you get it, it's like.
Yeah, just like when I was vaping
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
Let's say these are probably better than vaping.
We're all going to die. Right?
How quick? Yeah, I mean, I just feel like because you're not inhaling anything.
Yeah, just going right into your bloodstream directly.
Just hitting you right in
your gums.
Right in the gums. I like it though.
Yeah.
I love it. Makes my life better.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
It was a reel, right? And guys are putting these in their foreskins.
That can't be real.
That can't be real, right?
But did you try it?
I'm tempted.
It's gonna burn. You're not gonna like that.
No. I just heard
You're
singing
not
about
gonna like that. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, Al. Do it.
Do it.
Go for it.
All right, on the show, we're doing it live.
Pull it out. You're under the table. You're like,
Start screaming, running away.
oh my god, it's so good.
Start crying. It's like euphoric.
Oh my god.
It's like the first time getting high.
Right. When is Dilly coming up here?
I don't know. He messaged Mark and I the other day, like Friday.
He doesn't
It's just a
love me.
long run joke we got with one time he tried going on the racetrack.
Mhm.
And it's me, Mark, Dylan, bring his son, Mark's son, right? Donnie's a little too young then, so I'm like, I'm not going to bring him to something like that because it's so loud. And you go down there, and we're closed for the night. We're not going to run. It's like too cold or something. Or had some maybe rain, like a light sprinkle in the forecast, so they canceled it. So we drove all the way down there. It's like Leicester, New York, near like Mount Morris. Get off that
Leicester,
exit.
I didn't even heard of it.
Yeah. It's near, what's the Grand Canyon thing there? Letchworth. It's like near Letchworth.
The Grand Canyon.
They call it the Grand Canyon of the Northeast.
Interesting. That's fucked up.
You ever been there?
No.
Dude, let's go. Let's go this summer.
Okay.
Just like a day trip, right?
Yeah.
Takes about an hour to get there. It's a state park. Dude, the views, I've never been to the Grand Canyon, so I can't compare it. But like, holy shit, it's pretty cool.
We're in New York?
This is life.
Yeah.
And
I could live here.
yeah, and we want to work 40 hours a week, and we got views like this.
I know. That's how we felt when we went camping last.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we talked about it.
With the lake right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got
We
this
did.
picture. I love this. I can't stop thinking about this one.
It's like,
Look at that.
where is that? You know what I mean? I said New York.
Yeah.
That is in New York.
Yeah, I used to talk shit about New York's mountains. Like, man, it's nothing. But actually, as like an adult going there, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool.
I mean,
I know it's not like
it ain't.
it's not the Rockies.
Yeah.
Like the highest elevation's like 4,000. I think the Rockies is like 8,000.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, I mean, it's part
Just-
of. That's what I love about New York.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
So
many different.
diverse.
Yeah. It's like I think like my mom does this. Sorry, Mom. But like, people get frustrated when it's just like cold and they're like, all right, we get it. Like, we get
Yeah.
warm. And then as soon as you get that one fucking day that's like 102 degrees.
You're like, fuck, I was just cold.
Yeah.
That's why I like New York, because I get 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It helps break up the year. Because I remember we lived in Texas. It felt like it was summer all year round.
Which sounds great until you live it.
Until you live it.
And you're like,
Some people might like it because that's how they grew up, but I need to have a fall. I love fall. Probably the best time of year.
yeah. That's like peak happiness.
Yeah.
for
Then you
me.
need a winter.
It's
I
fall.
love having winter.
Yep.
I love seeing it snow. So nice to watch.
I
from the
love
window.
snow. I love seeing it. You got a 4-wheeler though.
I like
which is
driving
cool.
it in too.
Yeah.
I like the challenge. Like people be going like 20 in the slow lane. I'll be flying by. I'm doing 75 in the fast lane. Snow's blowing. It's
Especially
not
with that
plowed.
new fucking Cummins.
When I have the Cummins, yeah. But even the Charger's super low, so it's like plowing and all the powder. I don't give a fuck. I'm like skating. I'm just like white knuckling it the whole way there.
Just
but
having
I love
a,
it.
having a blast.
I love the challenge, and I haven't crashed yet.
You
I've been
love
doing
the
this-
challenge. I like it with the Challenger.
Yeah, I've been doing this for about 10 years, probably.
Yeah.
Driving unsafely in the snow. I love it. And if the insurance company's listening, not true. I drive safe.
This is
my
strictly
agent
for
could be listening.
entertainment
Yeah,
purposes.
entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah.
It's fine. Do you hear that noise when it does that?
I heard that.
Okay, I just want to make
I
sure.
thought it was, I don't know what happened.
No,
It's a loose connection.
I think it's because it's the windows.
Oh.
Yeah. No, and
Mac.
I thought that it's fucking something up, and then when I listen back to the audio,
No hair.
it's fine.
Okay. But let's go back to the questions. The viewers.
But you like that? You like the questions?
This is from
Okay.
Patreon, right? Or
Yeah.
Patreon followers?
Yeah, this is strictly for Patreon followers.
We have 0. We haven't even tried it yet, but
Oh God.
we're not here for the money.
No, we're not.
We're here for the entertainment value.
I'm trying to think of something that we like. This is, let me see.
Let's go with it. Don't care. I don't care. Just go with it.
Okay. This one's kind of based on like identity shifts. Like, so it's who we are today versus who we thought we were going to be.
Oh God.
Like what you imagined your life would be like when you were younger and thought about that stuff.
And like now,
Versus
where
now.
I'd be now.
Yeah.
If I was like 20, thinking about where I'd be when I'm 34.
Yeah.
Thought I'd have a huge house, one of those like newer builds, like on Highview, right?
High rise.
Yeah, high rise. Sorry,
Same thing.
What do I call it? Highview?
High view. I like it though.
Highview's right here.
That's going to be the name of your private drive.
Private drive.
High
Yeah.
view.
No, so like, or even like that other place your mom lived. Those nice houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, two kids, Escalade, Corvette.
Escalade.
Yeah, driving a big truck to work. Yeah.
I dig it. What did you like job wise, what did you think you were going to be doing? Or did you not really think of it like that, but you thought like lifestyle wise?
Lifestyle wise, yeah. Job wise, always that age wanted to be a cop, which I did that.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, so.
That's because you were a cop, but like for minorities.
No?
You only. I'm just kidding. I'm just sorry.
But like a border patrol only going against like Mexicans?
Yeah.
No, we arrest anyone. Chinese, African,
Oh my God.
white people.
White
from
people?
Europe, yeah.
Jesus.
People from Ireland, yeah.
That's wild.
Slap cuffs on people all around the world.
You don't hear about that very often.
Canadians being detained for a little bit that didn't check in.
But they weren't really like. They weren't doing anything illegal. They just kind of.
What they did is they didn't. So
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So with Canada, right, you can cross the border pretty much anytime you want.
Yeah.
Through a port of entry, right?
Yeah.
But we got Lake Ontario here, right? A big body of water connected
Yeah.
between Canada and the U.S. When you come across on a boat, like a personal boat or any kind of boat, you kind of have to go through a check-in process. And the major docking areas for, like, let's say, Port of Rochester, out in Albion, what's it called? Point Breeze. And then out in the Sodus, the 3 that I know of, they have phones, like video phone, where you have to go when you park your boat, open it. Hey, I'm so-and-so. Here's my ID. Wow. Because you don't need a visa if you're Canadian, right?
Right.
But these group of people would never check it. So we'd have guys on the water, the Air and Marine unit on their boats, and we would probably be just sitting in the field, and one day they called it in. So we went over to that area and stopped them, detained them. They had no ID, so we had to bring them back to the station, ID them.
They had no ID.
No.
So, I mean, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Traveling with no IDs.
And then at that point, right, too, when you have anything that has a border nexus, at least back when I was on the job.
Yeah.
So even a backpack and across that border, we don't need to have consent to search or a warrant.
Because it's on our territory.
Yeah, because it came from
Yeah.
an international place into America. Well, we have the right to search that. Same thing with a car. When a car crosses the border through a port of entry, that's why Border Patrol can tear those cars. Well, CBP can tear apart those cars.
Wow.
And search it without a warrant or anything. Or probable cause.
Makes sense. Like when you go to the airport.
Yeah, no consent.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So,
take everything off.
yeah, like we would, so let's say, so if that backpack, let's say, crossed the border and jumped in a car, that car has a border nexus. So we can pull over that car, search everything inside of it.
Wow.
Same thing goes for boats. We would search that vessel. We used to run like drug operations for like pharmaceuticals that be brought across from a major transnational crime organization.
Yeah.
And we would board their yacht and whatnot and seize their stuff, their boat. And,
Because they just had a bunch of legal drugs.
yeah.
Wow.
So that was the best. We would sit like the pelican's nest there on the water
Yeah.
and just be observing what traffic was coming in.
When was this?
I was up here for 6 months as a Border Patrol agent, on a detail.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's
So-
when
so-
Sarah's mother was sick and everything. They let me come up here for 6 months. And
So when we like make jokes about how Border Patrol has nothing going on here, there is shit that they're doing.
they can be proactive, but these guys are usually people that come to this station are usually got 20 years in and they're just looking to retire. They don't want to. They want to have I remember all the guys had their iPads and they have movies downloaded and they put on the dashboard and like, this is what we're doing.
That's boring. I'm
I
sorry,
was
but
going
I would
nuts.
be
And I would
absolutely bored.
So there's one other guy who was he was a lucky guy. They had like a North Border intern program.
Yeah.
Where you would do your academy and spend like 6 months down south, and then you automatically get North Border station. Wow. Because they needed to fill spots after 9/11. So he was lucky enough to get in that program. So he wanted to have fun too.
Yeah.
Not fun, but be proactive.
Yeah.
So we always we got a chase out in Williamson, out like on, was it Ontario County or Wayne County at that point? Yeah, so we get police chases, foot pursuits, arresting people, drugs. We go to the Greyhound bus station and tear apart people's suitcases and whatnot. Find narcotics. At the time, marijuana was still illegal, so
Right.
we would do that and arrest people.
You're going to wait for a long time
And
for this
the
gram.
chief and the supervisors had to sit down and talk. Say, hey, you guys are being too proactive. The other guy, the other senior agents are getting upset. So you're making them look bad.
They are.
Yeah.
Because they are.
Yeah.
They look like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And they would make us, we would do all the paperwork. Usually to help cut down on overtime, if you get arrested late, the next shift would do the rest of the processing. They wouldn't even do it. So I'd be there at like 2 o'clock in the morning, writing up all my, because to arrest someone, my God, I remember it'd be so much paperwork. And you'd do everything. And then you'd have to, since it's not a traditional holding facility at that station, you just
Yeah.
got holding cells, but you can't have someone there long term because like food and whatnot.
Right.
We have to drive them to Batavia to the detention center. So then you got a 45-minute drive to Batavia.
45 minutes
And
back.
then to even check into that facility, though, it was like almost like a maximum security prison. You'd pull up, you had to take your guns out, put your rifle in the guard shack before you even drove into the gate. And then you drive up to the gate, and then it's another gate or another fenced-in area where they check underneath your car with a mirror, pop your trunk, pop your hood. And this is a Border Patrol vehicle I'm in, fully marked. And then you drive in, and then you do your paperwork in there to do the transfer. Wow. Then you got to drive then you got to go get your guns and drive off. And when you leave, they do the same thing. They check everything underneath. And
So it's a lot.
yeah.
That could take up a whole shift.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You arrest like 2 people.
Yeah. Wow. And I would be getting people all the time. Like, I think a lot of guys, when we would be at like a bus station doing immigration checks, it was called. Basically, you go on the bus, say, hey, I'm Border Patrol. I'm just going to ask you if you're a citizen or not, and go from there. And I'd always run into people that are not citizens, and then, okay, come off the bus. We're going to do full inspection on it to make sure
Right.
you're supposed to be here. And a lot of times, guys would never get anything, and I would always get people. I don't know if they would just like say, oh, yeah, whatever, and just let the guy keep going.
You're good.
Because we'd be doing things. Back then, Obama didn't allow us to do much, but if they had like a high value like target or terrorist try to cross into America from Canada, it'd be called an enhanced deployment, where we could then board buses and everything else to check to see if that guy kind of snuck
Right.
in another way and try to get further into the country. So we have people at the airport, people at the bus stations, the Greyhound bus stations, and we can go and do immigration inspections on everyone. But a lot of the times, I think those guys was like, oh, the guy doesn't match the description, but we were told to do a full inspection on everyone. So if
Right.
I catch someone,
Just from doing that.
I have to, because due diligence, right? And dereliction of duty, or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. Like if I know someone's breaking a law, I can't just let you go.
Right.
So I would arrest a lot of people there.
Sorry.
One time, I was people were fishing. By Braddock's Bay. It's like Mantell Beach exit.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking, talking to people, fully uniformed, right? And then I'm talking to like these, they happen to be Hispanic, right? It doesn't matter. And his buddy goes, oh, this one, he's not here legally. And he spoke no English, blah, blah. So I'm like, so I'm starting to build my probable cause.
His friend said
Yeah.
that.
So,
What a dick.
but at that point, I'm trying to get on the radio because these guys are fishing. I'm kind of on the other side of the bridge. No one else is near me. If something were to happen, I wouldn't be able to, people probably wouldn't be able to find me quickly.
Right.
Radio's not working. It's kind of like a dead zone at that point. Up on Lake Ontario, not a lot of
Nothing going
communication
on.
work, right? So there are 3 guys, and then I see they all have big ass knives, probably for fishing. With
Yeah.
some big ass knives.
Yeah,
So I'm
not
like,
for
oh, fuck.
murder.
Yeah, what do I do? Do I, get in altercation with these guys? Like, if I try to arrest this guy, is his 2 buddies going to get pissed?
Right.
So, yeah, that was a tough one.
What'd you do?
Let him go. I'm like, oh, have a good day.
But you
Well,
made
it's not worth me. That
you made a decision based on your
yeah,
safety.
to be safe.
Yeah.
But then I took note of the vehicle and everything like that. It had North Dakota plates, which is kind of odd. You don't see many North Dakota plates. So then,
Especially fishing.
yeah. So
Like
I
they probably didn't have their fishing
Yeah.
license or whatever.
So then I worked on all the intel. We have an intel agent there out of that office, and we would start building a case from there. So it kind of worked out in the end. Car was tied to a place out in Williamson where we have a lot of fun out that way. A lot of
Yeah.
farmers, big farming communities.
Yeah.
But we tied back to there. So then I started doing plainclothes surveillance out there at the laundromats, this and that. Running different out-of-state plates, see if we can get a connection to what's going on. Yeah. It ended up being a pretty good case.
That's wild. So they ended up getting them.
Multiple people, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were they,
So they were- so-
they were here illegally, but were
Here
they
illegally, but they had other crimes. This guy was had a record for rapes in the U.S., things like that. A DWI.
And he's still here.
Snuck in, yeah. Got deported a couple times, and they come back. Wow. Yeah. So people like that, yeah, I don't think you should be here. I know there's rapists that are Americans too, but if you can get
They shouldn't be here either.
but if you can get the people that are supposed to be here and prevent them from
Yeah.
raping again, I guess once you rape, you probably gonna rape someone again. I don't know if you get reformed.
I don't know if you get reformed.
So, yeah, I don't want someone that's hardworking, whatever. Yeah, if you got no criminal record, come on in,
Right.
pay some taxes. I don't care. But
No biggie.
yeah, if you're a criminal, and not saying everyone is, I know someone will twist my words.
Yeah.
Not everyone is. It's probably 20% that are crossing. I
It's
have a
kind of
criminal
hard
record.
to twist those words, you know.
Yeah.
People will.
They do though. I remember
Yeah.
when Trump came up, said, "Oh, we're gonna get all the rapists and the criminals," and then he's like, "Oh, he thinks all Mexicans are criminals." I was like, no. There's a few percentage of people that are crossing that are criminal.
Right. Right. I think the problem, and I think we talked about it before, is like the course of action that they're taking right now is it's for sure coming up with mistakes of people getting deported and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
but
they're
that one guy,
and they're correcting when needed. But
Yeah.
yeah, that one guy.
he is MS-13. And those used to be the baddest of the bad back when I remember.
Yeah, and I think the idea
in my
was
day.
he wasn't supposed to be deported back to El Salvador because of the affiliation, because his life could be in danger or whatever. So allegedly they fucked up on that part of it where he wasn't supposed to go to El Salvador. But they weren't necessarily saying that he
that makes
wasn't
sense.
MS-13.
Okay.
But-
But the news kept saying that.
Because it's just like it's kind of
That's what
what
made me confused.
it's just what people kind of want to hear.
Yeah.
You know?
They had domestic violence, right? I think domestic violence issues.
I'm not sure.
I have to read more into it.
I mean, on either end, when you try to make it seem like this guy's just a normal guy.
It wasn't.
Oh, he's a dad. Okay, that is one thing he is, but also, you know,
He's 13.
I mean, like, you don't have to say like if he's, denounced himself from MS-13 and is like has reformed his life.
Yeah, you could-
We shouldn't discount
No,
that
yeah,
either.
that's a big thing too. Yeah.
But we
People
can't.
change.
Yeah, people do change, but we can't fucking act like
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Did they bring him back? I don't think so, right? Trump said no.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think so, but I don't. really know. I just haven't really been following.
No,
lately.
I don't really care.
I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go on the next couple of years and hope that hope everything works out.
Yeah, I hope the stock market keeps going up.
Yeah.
Is that bad? That's all I really care about.
No, I think it's
But usually the stock market
think it's-
is going up. Everything else is going pretty good too. I just like seeing my money grow without me working.
yeah. Well, I always used to correlate the stock market with how the economy was doing,
Yeah.
and apparently it's not how it works.
Oh, okay.
They're two separate. You could have I guess. Geez, I don't really know. See, the thing is, I feel like if the economy was doing bad and people were more holding on to their money, it means they're going to be spending less. You would think that would still affect the stock market.
But it doesn't.
Well, it does. I want to say it does, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that why they want to do the stimulus checks? Because they feel that people spend more money and help the economy.
Have you seen the amount? Dude, they're not even real stimulus checks. It's the most bullshit stimulus check. Like if you're
From the New York ones?
yeah,
New York is bullshit. Yeah, $400.
$400?
Oh, because she says New Yorkers need help spending on groceries. That gives me 1 week or 2 weeks.
$400.
Gives me 2 weeks.
Keep it.
Yeah.
You're
Fix
not
the
gonna,
roads.
You're not making a dent with $400.
Yeah.
You got to at least have $1,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's
They
like
sound entitled, but okay.
that's just fucking crazy.
But wasn't the Trump administration going to do $5,000? Or is that not? That was just like a pipe dream or something he threw out there.
I would venture to
Without
say
being
it's more of
ready.
a pipe dream.
Yeah.
It was an idea of like,
I'm definitely buying the truck if I can.
right? It's like with all the money that they were finding being spent, being blown
Yeah.
in the government, they could afford
Yeah.
to, almost like
Refund.
reimburse us or whatever. Yeah, refund us. I don't
gonna
know.
happen.
I wouldn't bank on it. Just like people banked on, as myself, I didn't vote for Biden, but I kind of banked on him doing the whole student loan forgiveness. So I didn't pay my student loans during his
Yeah.
time in office
Because you thought.
and COVID. Yeah, I'm like, why would I pay him if he's going to pay him off? And then, yeah, I realized the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
They were just running on it because
Yeah.
it sounded good, but
Yeah. Well, I would piss if a whole bunch of people. Well, a whole bunch of people did get breaks, right? Some other people, I don't know. Some people got breaks, or it was like they got held their loans, so they don't have to pay longer, and then all of a sudden Trump's like, "That's done on this tomorrow."
I didn't. The only thing that I heard, which they kept pushing, like you would see things come up on like my news app or whatever, and it would say like, check here to see if you qualify for loan forgiveness. And they're programs that have existed for a long time.
Yeah.
Like if you're a teacher,
Yeah.
if you're
Nurse,
a nurse,
I think nurses get breaks. Yeah.
if you're a public servant, you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a deal where you pay on your loans for 10 years, and then you apply or whatever, and your loans get forgiven.
Yeah. If you're
But-
still working in the job, and
Yeah, but it was just like it wasn't anything new. It was just they were making it sound like it was new. But
Well-
yeah, no, I don't think there was anybody that got like
No?
forgiveness of their loans.
okay. Because I paid for mine. I never had a loan. I paid cash.
Yeah,
Cash flowed my school.
That was good.
As an adult.
it was nice. It was nice that you did
But it
that.
worked out good because we had some stimulus checks come through. I used that. I did have apply for grants, like the Pell Grant, or they call it.
Yeah.
You have to pay back as a grant, right?
Yeah,
I did have that, but no student loans. Paid cash.
that's nice.
Then there's some big tax breaks too if you paid school, not admission. What do you call it? School
Tuition.
tuition. I remember some big tax breaks too.
Really?
Yeah, I think I got like $4,000 back
Wow.
just for the class stuff.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's nice. But I didn't use that money. I just used it
Yeah.
to pay the next tuition bill.
That's
I
smart.
think I had paid $8,000 a semester, basically. Wow. But it sucked because the program was like an accelerated program where you could get your 4-year degree in like 21 months.
Yeah.
So it would be, you would never have a summer break or a winter break.
It was like
just
go.
go. Every 6 weeks there's a new class, or every 4 weeks a new class. So there's that. So you have your spring semester, and then you have your summer right then. So you got to pay $8,000, $8,000 for your summer, $8,000 for your fall and winter. So it's just boom, boom. It wasn't like, oh, you got summer to not do schoolwork and then also save up for the next semester.
That's insane.
Yeah. And, Sarah was a huge help with that. She was doing the Instacart to help
Yeah.
cash flow that, too. And
You made it work.
it made it work.
And that's,
And it paid off huge,
yeah,
bigly,
bigly.
to get, to get to where I am at in my career, because I was kind of stuck in public safety, law enforcement, security stuff.
Right.
No one really wants... It's hard to get out of that when your degrees in criminal justice from MCC, and you've been doing the same thing for the past 10, 12 years.
Right.
They're going to be like, what experience do you have?
None.
So I needed something to be able to have good enough pay. So having that business degree really
Came through.
paid. Yeah, it was huge. Worth it. Worth every penny.
You're like your story is like one of a small percentage of people
Yeah.
who went to college, got a degree, came out and got a job.
Yeah.
Right now, I've heard nothing but it's incredibly difficult for people.
But I also was an adult too, so I had like my past work experience, which I could build off of selling
Right.
myself for the next position. Not so like some kind of 4 years of college, and also my degree is very useful. It's a business degree. You can go anywhere. It could be HR, it could be a manager, you could be an analyst, you could be salesman.
You could do a lot.
You do a lot with that degree. Unlike coming out with like an English major,
Yeah. It's like, what have you been doing the last
Yeah.
10 years?
Writing
Just
essays.
been in school.
yeah, English.
Yeah. That is
Or
true.
anything else, or like a fine arts major. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with arts. My sister has that. Worked out well for her. She got herself a great career. But it's really hard because you're kind of like, just like with our podcast idea of doing just Glizzy Nation, you're kind of just, you can't go many directions with
Yeah, you're just stuck.
an English major, or I don't know what else is out there, liberal arts, or,
Yeah.
one was like this one guy I was on Dave Ramsey, he was a physical therapist assistant and he has a degree in it.
Yeah.
But you're just those assistants don't make much. A physical therapist doesn't make a lot. They may make 80, 90
80 to
grand a year.
100, yeah.
So think an assistant going to make money like that? No, you're going to be like 40 or 50.
Yeah. It's like if you wanted to be in that realm of work, but you didn't want to go to the
Yeah.
full scale. You could
Full, yeah.
you could do that with when I was looking at going into occupational therapy. You can get like a 2-year degree or certification or whatever for OT,
OTA?
OTA, yeah. And I was like, that sounds kind of silly.
Yeah.
But with
Spends
what
money.
what they're paying.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I look at speaking of Credit Karma, one of the things it shows you on there is like how much in total you owe in debt,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, shit.
What?
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
But like I look at mine and I'm like, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like with everything. Cause like some people they don't even have a house yet. Like
Oh,
they're coming
yeah.
out of college, they don't have a house. Inevitably some of them are gonna need a new car because their car has been one that they've been rocking with since like high school. And they're coming out like $200,000 in debt.
Yeah.
I have everything that I possibly need right now except a new shed, and I'm like $120,000 in debt.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's like my house.
This is your house.
That's my house, my truck, and my student loans.
Yeah, my house, the car's not off it yet. For some reason, my debt. It's 113, so minus all that, I probably won 100,000 even.
It's not bad.
No, that's the house, camper. That's it. That's the only debts I have right now.
Oh, I wanna know what the average. What's the average debt in America?
But I may not do a house. Usually, consumer debt doesn't count with the house.
It doesn't.
No, at least Dave Ramsey way.
This says this includes various types of debt, with mortgage debt making up the largest portion. Average household debt is $104,000.
Okay,
Median household debt
Are they-
is $80,000.
is that including house though?
Mortgage debt accounts for 70% of total household debt. That's what it's saying.
Right now, it's almost 100% for me.
According to Experian, average total consumer household debt in 2024 is 105,000. That's up 13% from 2020, when average total consumer debt was 97. Let me see. What's the average debt in America, including student loans? Because I feel like it's not counting that.
Very interesting here.
Are they just giving out fake information? You're telling
Could
me
be.
the average federal student loan debt is 38,000?
No way.
Come on. Private's 39?
Well, if you think about average, all the people that don't have student debt, is that average into it? So that's zero, a whole bunch of zeros.
No, yeah.
Like my dad, your dad, mom's. People are.
Yeah, but wouldn't you take... Yeah, if you're counting the zeros, but I would just count the people that actually have student loan
I don't know
debt.
how does it pull it.
It says the total outstanding student loan debt in the U.S. is $1.75 trillion.
Oh, it's gross.
That's disgusting. No, that's net. That's not gross. It's net.
Yeah, you're funny. Boom, boom. Shh.
Wait, so like I look at our total debt that you and I both have. We're pretty close, and
Yeah.
I look at that and say, "Wow,
Does that
that's
include your business too? Is there any debt in the business? No.
no,
Okay, cool.
no debt." But I look at that. I'm like,
That's good.
that seems pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's average.
Should I not pay this? Should I not buy a truck and just pay off the house quicker?
Oh, 100%.
Or should I put more investments so that way I can get the interest and then put that on top of the house, whatever interest it's making?
What's the interest on your house? 7%.
4%.
4%.
Like 4.25. We bought in 2014, so
Yeah.
we got a pretty good deal.
And you said you owe about 100 on it.
Oh, I owe 83 on the house. The camper's 20.
Oh God, dude, I feel like you just pay it off.
I'd obviously pay the camper off first, but
Whatever one's got the highest interest.
well, camper I could pay off way quicker. And then debt snowball it, Dave Ramsey style.
Yeah.
Pay off your small debts first and let it snowball. Then we make little,
Pay the camper off. Pay the house off,
and then just invest.
and then buy that truck.
And just invest.
Truck might not even be available by that time.
Yeah, the diesels, they might be outlawed.
Right? Yeah, who knows what they're gonna do with that? But I don't know. It seems
But
appealing.
it feels like it'd be forever, because even if I put extra 1,000 on the house a month, in a year, that's 12 grand. I still got another 80 or another 70 to go, 68 to go. So like 6 years, I guess I could.
the amount of money. I did it like a calculator the other day via ChatGPT to figure out, like in my current situation, I was considering that all my shit was paid off. The only debt I had was my house. It's like how much, and with my income and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, how much money would I have to extra to put towards my house in order to pay it off in the next? I can't remember if I did 3 years or 5 years, and it was like I'd have to pay an extra. It was like $1,400
Yeah.
a month, and I'm like, that's basically what I'm paying right now towards my truck. So
Yeah.
like I could just flip that payment into my truck and pay the house off quicker.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad idea, but I still got to pay off the student loans.
Pay off your lowest debts first.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because those are like 6.5% interest
Yeah.
on
But
average.
don't you think about the interest? Think about the little wins you're going to get, how satisfying that is. All of a sudden, you pay off this whatever debt is next, and then you're going to roll that into your next one. That's going to be so satisfying. And then
know.
you're going to really start seeing, starts going quicker because, you're adding more money into that payment a
know.
month from, your other debts that you paid off. Keep rolling it in.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. Not that I want to like go out there and like fucking rub it in people's faces, but you just know that like most people, or like a good percentage of people, are like drowning in debt. And to like feel that win and be like, I'm not just like everybody else. I'm not just going with
Yeah.
the bare. Like I'm making good moves.
I'm not normal. That's what Dave Ramsey calls it.
I'm not normal.
Don't be normal.
Don't be fucking
Pay it off
normal.
house. It's great.
Yeah.
Pay off cars.
Like I don't have that that brand new built house. I don't have that beautiful nice
5 acres.
5 acres with a nice neighborhood, the white picket fence.
Boat.
But you know what I don't have?
Debt.
A lot of debt.
Yeah. And it's all good. For the most part, it's a good debt. It's not like a credit. Even though like vehicle debt's not good either because that depreciates. But imagine
Yeah.
being like 30,000 credit card debt. Like, what do you have to show for that? You don't have a truck to show for it. You don't have a
couldn't
jet
imagine.
ski. You You're like, what'd you spend your money on? It's
I
gone.
know.
It's not something you could sell.
And you're at that point, even if you don't really feel like you're doing this, when you get to that point of having that much credit card debt, and then you got the car you wanted, you
Yeah.
got the house, you're just working to pay.
Yep.
You're not even
Getting ahead.
yeah. So you're not getting ahead.
Both. Not getting ahead and not getting ahead. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But
And that leads to stress.
I think you talked me out of it. Just right then and there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
I want to be supportive of you, but
Yeah.
I also want to, I want
Yeah.
us to really hold each other
Yeah,
accountable. You didn't talk me out of this shed, though.
Are you not paying cash?
I'm paying mostly cash.
Wait until you can pay cash. Do you need that garage right now? Obviously, pull it down, pay cash, get the dumpster, but pull it down. A couple guys on the Saturday, a couple beers,
Yeah, I could pay. I could.
a couple Little Caesars pizzas.
I could for sure pay cash to
Get a dumpster.
get a dumpster or something to yeah. But then you know what I'm thinking of, Al?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, what am I going to do with all my stuff in my garage?
How much stuff do you have in there?
I mean, I have to go through it. It's not as bad as my dad's garage, but there is going to be stuff that needs to be covered.
Could you leave that stuff at your dad's?
No, my dad's no.
Doug and your mom?
I could.
Just
I could.
hey, just for now, like, hey, I only pay you like $50 a month to keep my stuff here.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey would probably tell you find another way to get your stuff. Or sell
know.
that stuff. Do you really need it? Sell it. You can buy your shed quicker. That's what Dave Ramsey would say.
There is stuff that I could sell. Like off the top of my head, there's a lot of stuff that I can just put by the curb that people will grab. But just the main stuff I'm going to keep, like the lawnmower,
Oh, yeah.
wheelbarrow, snowblower. I've got the kayaks. But like I have a bunch of like Ryobi tools that I don't use anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep the Sawzall.
Yeah, we're going to
gotta
need
keep
it.
that, right?
We're going to need it.
But there's a bunch of stuff in there I don't use. Like I could clear that thing out for sure if I go through it.
Yeah.
So
And what, you could put the snowblower on a tarp for a month. For how long would it take you to save for a shed? 'Cause I think my shed was like $3,000. You're buying something bigger, right? It might be more because I bought my shed in 2021.
yeah. So it's
2020?
it's going to be 4,000.
Okay, that's a good deal.
I was going to put 2,000 down on it.
Zero interest deal.
No. It's
But-
yeah.
Get
no,
a zero
it's-
interest credit card
No, it's not.
for 18 months.
I could.
There you go, saving the interest. Dave Ramsey would be pissed.
He would be pissed.
He'd say just pay cash. Or wait, don't pull it down right away. Right? So you still have your stuff covered until you can pay cash for the shed. I know you really want to get going on it, but sometimes you should call in the Dave Ramsey show and ask him. Because he would rip you apart for what you...
He'd be like, "Are you fucking stupid?"
Are you stupid, Nick?
But Dave. But Dave.
This is Dave-ish.
Right.
You're not doing Dave Ramsey, you're doing Dave-ish. You're kind of going along the program, but you're not.
Yeah.
All right?
Is that what he says?
Yeah. He rips people apart. You're
It's
just
good.
dumb.
Yeah.
And then he builds them back together by the end of the call.
He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean that."
No, not like that.
He just gives them the reality.
So yeah, you're going to turn a new leaf by doing this. Don't be dumb. And that's why I'm like, I shouldn't do this. Something I really want, though, but not need.
Right.
It's overkill. I know. I need it. But I'm a man.
Please.
And I have a mustache.
I need this.
I need it. I need
I
this truck
deserve this. This is for me.
for me.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to do it. I can get good money for my car.
Yeah.
Or I just drive on the ground and donate to Cars for Kidneys, whatever, Kidneys Cars.
I feel like now with that car, you're so far beyond the point of like no return.
Yes, keep going.
It's paid for. It's
Yeah.
long paid for.
Oh yeah, 2018. I think we paid it off.
It's more value to keep it than to sell it. Because
Yeah.
ultimately you're still paying more for that truck than
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what like I can't believe I don't know why. And maybe I'm just not like I'm not good with numbers, but I don't know, I just see the year 2016.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't buy it. That's why I told him. I said the same thing.
2016 with almost 100,000 miles for what am I looking at? 38,000. That's insane. Do you know
That's
what
what they go for.
Do you know what I would have paid, like, when my truck is done being paid for? I'm not trying to put this in your face, but in 2020, I bought my truck. It was 2019, 18,000 miles. I just looked at it the other day, how much I actually financed. 34,000.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money, but it was like, now that I'm a truck guy and I see prices of other trucks, like fucking Toyota Tacoma's going for like 45,000. It's like 10 years old. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Market's different now too than from what you bought.
Yeah, it is.
But with this is comparing apples to oranges for the type of trucks
Yeah.
we're looking at that you have, that what I want to get.
Yeah, you got the. What would you say yours is? An apple or an orange?
Doesn't matter. There's
Okay.
two different things, and these trucks
It doesn't matter.
really are set
Yeah.
for two different type of lifestyles, right? Your truck's more of a guy who wants to use it on the weekends, throw some lumber in it.
But kind of a pussy.
No, not pussy.
I know what you're saying. I know what
No,
you're
but
thinking.
it needs a
Al. I
truck.
know
A
what
dad
you're
that needs a truck. I get it. I had a truck just like that. And yeah, can a truck, an F-150 or 1500 Silverado can get the job done for what I want to use it for? Yeah. But I want to have more than what I need, or more power than what I'm using it for longevity, and just never being stuck in a situation where I wish I had the bigger engine and bigger truck. And also the performance aspects of it too, with a Ram Cummins diesel.
It's definitely.
It's like 400 horsepower, 900 foot-pounds of torque. Your truck probably has like 300 foot-pounds of torque. So ever triple the amount of
That's
torque.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah. I got the twin turbo, though. You better watch out.
that's single turbo. Fuck.
Get another one. Get another one. No, you're right, though. It's
It isn't, but I get it.
we are looking at different
And
types
I've
of.
kind of gone back and forth getting the 1500 style truck or F-150 style size with the V8, thinking that's all I'm going to need. But then I'm going to be like, I wish I got the Cummins or a diesel.
They're gonna pay.
So I'm looking at Duramaxes too, but
They're gonna pay $60,000 for the next truck that you buy to get to where you want.
Yeah.
I would say, like, ultimately, if you ended up doing it, go for the one that you want. Don't take the baby steps to get there, because you're gonna fuck yourself in the long run. But I don't know.
So I'm probably going to wait maybe another year, maybe around this time, because get my taxes back, which I want to adjust. Maybe I'm thinking about adjusting my W-2 so I don't get a refund, and I just get that money throughout the year back in my check. So I think I did the math. It's like an extra $150 a paycheck I could be getting if I change my withholdings. 2 paychecks a month, extra $150 per paycheck, is $300 a month.
Because you guys, you'll get money back typically.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah. I should with a child tax credit, and should be about $4,000 if I don't do anything stupid with my money.
And it'll potentially be more.
Yeah.
So
It will be more.
not as much as I thought, but
Yeah. Should be more.
It's
So I got that, and then a bonus around this. Well, beginning of April, get a bonus if we perform.
yeah.
And then the yearly raise.
I like it. It's fun though. It's fun to kind of take a step back and
But now
look
I
at
know
stuff, do it differently.
That this is definitely what I want, because I drove it, and it's what I want.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever worry about, like, now I know, like, diesel engines, like, they last longer for sure. But do you ever think about they're also a little bit more money to work on?
Yeah, that scares me. Maintenance is going to be a little more.
It's like the
Could be a little
difference
more
between
expensive, but-
like $150 an hour to, like, where it's like $250 an hour for
I don't
diesel?
know. I don't know about that portion of it. I just know you need to do oil changes more often. You got to change your fuel filter like every 15,000 miles. Some other filters, things like that, in the DEF system, diesel emissions, or diesel exhaust fluid, all that, repairs, extra. I think I can handle most of it doing it myself, saving money there, so taking it to a mechanic.
Yeah.
But also, though, if you need an engine for some reason, something happens, those engines aren't cheap. Like I can get a gas engine that would get in like a 1500 truck, like a 5.3 liter V8. You can get one of those for like $8,000, $10,000. To get like a Cummins motor, you're looking like 20, 25.
Holy shit.
And that's why these things are so much more money.
That's how good they are.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're going to, you see them 200,000, 250, 300,000.
Yeah.
And they're selling for 20 grand.
You never really hear about those trucks like blowing up.
No. But it happens.
Yeah.
Every truck.
Yeah.
You show me any car, there's going to be issues.
Tesla.
Batteries catch on fire.
Fuck. Fiat.
I would have to research. I'm not a Fiat guy.
Probably just a crash test rating is pretty bad.
Probably get fucked up.
But yeah, probably get fucked up. Mini Cooper.
Very expensive to work on.
Because they're BMW.
Yep. I remember one kid to get a headlight change. It's going to cost him like $1,000 or something stupid.
What? Because you have to remove everything?
Yeah, so we did it for him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, one of our guys, when I worked at Dish, we had like a warehouse we could pull cars into, so we'd pull his car in one day after work, and we did it for him.
My God.
Like, you're not spending $1,000 for a headlight. We got you.
Was it hard?
No. Took us about an hour.
That's great. But you had to remove a lot of bumper. Like I know for me, for my truck to replace the grill, I gotta take
So dumb.
I gotta take a bunch of stuff off.
So dumb.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's just like time consuming. Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Where we at?
Hour 40.
2 hours.
Oh.
Rah was right.
Yeah, she's pissed. All right.
Hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Guys,
so we're gonna
thank
wrap
you.
It up. Anything else you want to wrap up? No loose ends?
I don't.
We're good?
Oh, jeez, I don't think so.
All right, so thank you everyone for listening for the #1 podcast that should have been shelved, the Gone Fishing Podcast.
It should have been. It should have stayed as
Should
a
stay the idea phase.
As an idea phase.
The #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
And it's not about fishing, so that makes it worthwhile.
Even better. No one wants to hear about that bullshit. I'd rather watch golf.
Or I watch two dudes talk about glory holes
Oh,
for an
fuck
hour.
yeah. Yeah, I'd still do it. Wait.
Yeah, you would.
I got a glory hole
You
to
would.
get to.
You would.
I'm gonna stop at the truck stop on the way home.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Tell your friends. Tell your dad. Tell your ma.
Because if you're not, I'm gonna.
Don't forget to tell your ma. Don't let the telling your ma part stay in the idea phase, okay?
Yeah, don't let me be your new daddy. All
Don't
right?
let me
Tell her.
I don't want to be your new dad.
I don't want to be your new daddy. So tell her.
Love you guys.
Love you. Peace.
Truly